radio for the masses.
Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army.
If the game is rigged, change the game. Game changer.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
This is Fade to Black with your host, Jimmy Church, on the Game Changer Radio Network and KGRA, the Global Radio Alliance.
I need your help to get to the year 1985.
You're listening to Fade to Black with Jimmy Church on the Game Changer Network.
Good evening, Fade to Black. Bespoke Radio for the masses. Yeah. How you doing? Today's Thursday, December 2nd, 2021. 336 days into the new year, only 29 days left. 29 days, it's December 2nd. 29 days, that's it. 2022, man, right around the corner. We are live from a bunker somewhere in the middle of nowhere. A total undisclosed location, but it is beautiful. I would like to welcome everybody listening all around the world, all across the United States. Hither and thither, to and fro, back and forth, up and down, east and west, north and south, far and near. This is Fade to Black for KJCR, the Game Changer, and UnX Networks. I am your host, Jimmy Church. What is cracking? Today's Thursday. It's Fadernight Open-Lines all night long. Call a number 747-228-2051. 747-228-2051. It's really that simple. Today in the bunker, I had a couple of visitors today. Got a phone call. I'm going to post. You got to wait for one of the breaks here, and I'll post it up in Twitter. But I got. Okay, now I'm just going to let this caller, right? Listen. I'm putting you on hold. You're going to listen to music. You're listening to me now, but you're not going to be listening to me in a second. Don't hang up. Now go listen to the music. All right? It's that simple. Boom. Done. Gone. And why did I say that? Because they just called 10 times in a row. You know, and that's it. That's it. You're at the back of the line. Back of the line. That's all that happens. That's all that happens. Okay, that's part of me being my own phone system. Anyway, where was I? Oh, so this morning, bright and early, I'm up doing things and working and stuff. My phone rings. It's Kurt James, and guitar player, Kurt. And so Kurt, he's like, dude, I'm in your neighborhood. I'm like, what? He lives about 100 miles away, 150 miles away, Lake Elsinore. And don't ask me what he's doing out there. It's basically because he plays the guitar really, really loud, and he's just got to be out there where he doesn't bother anybody. And I get that. Okay, so all right. But he's like, I'm in your neighborhood. Can I stop by? What? Sure. And that's it, man. A few minutes later, Kurt comes over. He had a buddy of his with him, another guitar player named Paul. Cool guy. And so we took some pictures and things. And so I will post those up on Twitter. I just didn't have a chance to get around to it today. Kind of busy. But it was pretty cool to have Kurt come by and pull a couple guitars down and start playing. And yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. So that was my day today. So that was this morning. I will get those posted up in Twitter during the break, but really cool to see Kurt James today. Okay. Follow me on Twitter at JChurchRadio. Kurt, I hope you're listening. And this is the other thing that Kurt did. He seriously could have stayed for lunch, could have hung out. He just did a drive-by. Came into the bunker, picked up a guitar or two. Okay, man, see you later. It's like, wow, that was fast. Okay, all right. Well, it was a little longer than that. It was about 10 minutes. But, Kurt, it was amazing to see you today. I haven't seen Kurt probably NAMM show a couple of years ago. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen him. So there you go. Kurt, it's great seeing you today, my brother. And listen, you've got to I've been giving Kurt guitar lessons. And, Kurt, you've got to stay on Kurt, you've got to stay with it. You've got to stay with it. You got to keep practicing scales. You're lazy. You don't practice enough. And it shows. Everything that I teach you need to absorb and elevate your game. He's like the best guitar player in the world. Kurt, I love you, man. It's good seeing you today. All right, follow me on Twitter at JChurchRadio. At JChurchRadio. Follow me on Twitter. Hashtag F2B on Twitter is the sandbox. So come and hang out with us over there. And let me get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of, this too. That's gone. Let's see. Martians. No. Okay, got rid of that article. Article today on Martians. Hashtag F2B on Twitter is the sandbox. Hashtag F2BQ is Fade to Black Questions. Hello to everybody listening, watching all around the world. You know what's up. All right. Man, it's Thursday night. It's Fader night. We are now, it kind of started yesterday. But we're officially in the Christmas season. And you know what I used to do? I don't do it anymore. Back on the sports show, Christmas, I did Christmas music all month long. And I went out and hunted down all of the best heavy metal Christmas songs. And there's a lot. There's a lot out there. And Christmas songs really, if you think about it, because heavy metal's just melodic, man. It's melodic and the chord change. And if you think about it, Christmas songs just convert right over to heavy metal. It's same chords, same words, same everything, just heavy metal guitars. It's amazing. It's amazing. And so I would do Christmas heavy metal music all month long. And now it's a different world because that was 10, 11, 12, 13 years ago. And now you just can't. Everything's protected. I'm putting you on hold. Stay right there. Don't hang up. The copyright protection and the blocking and the things that happen today, I just don't mess with it. I don't mess with it. I want to play the heavy metal Christmas music. I do. I want to play Twisted Sister. I do. I want to play Rob Halford, Come All Ye Faithful. I think he did that. He might have done Silent Night. What did he did? He did a Christmas album, and a couple of the tracks on there were really, really good. But anyway, and I thought about doing it tonight. And man, you know what? Is it really worth taking the chance of getting shut down? It's not. Man, it's just not. It's not worth it. It's not. So maybe I should do my own heavy metal Christmas album, and or maybe just I could play the songs myself. Yeah, Twisted Sister's version of "Oh Come All Ye Faithful." Oh man, the whole album, Twisted Christmas or whatever that's called, is really, really good. All right, now speaking of today, I'm talking about all of this because of what today is. Do you know what today is? Today's December 2nd, 2021. Now, write out the date. 12/02/2021. Write it out. It's a palindrome. It reads the same backwards as it does forward. And that's pretty cool. Now, you can have a palindrome, right, with dates and things. Okay? Okay, you can do that. You can do that. But what makes today's date extra uncommon is that you can also read it upside down. That's right. You can read it upside down. You can flip it upside down. So if you drop the slash marks from today's date and punch it into any analog calculator, that's right. And, everybody's posting it now. Kaz, you are so good. Kaz is a time traveler. Kaz posted my news before I said it. That's good. Yeah, no matter which way you view it, upside down, right side up, what about sideways? I would say it would be the same thing. Right to left, upside down, right side up. That's crazy. It's not going to happen again for another 18 million years. That's right. I'm making that part up. New Biden-era space policies have been the focus and the talk of Washington, D.C. Because the new space policy, Star Wars. That's all I'm going to say. You know what? That's the whole news. That's the whole news right there. Star Wars. Yeah, that's what it is. The new space policy is going to focus on defending the U.S. and its interstellar infrastructure. I'm not making this up. From counter space threats, as well as orbital climate change monitoring and pushing for a cosmic private sector. Counter space threats. Vice President Kamala Harris' office released a new framework for U.S. space policy today, and showing how the administration plans to approach civil, commercial, and national security-related use of space amid growing commercial interest and concerns about Chinese and Russian competition. No mention of Martians. The 7-page document, by the way, titled The United States Space Priorities Framework, includes many of the same space priorities from the Trump administration, such as the Artemis program, but cites using space to fight climate change. Artemis, of course, includes several missions over the next year that will all be focused on landing Americans back on the moon. Now, I talked the other day about a super Jupiter planet, exoplanet, that has a 16-hour year, right? Around its sun in 16 hours. Now, that's ripping fast, man. I don't know what the miles per hour are. I don't know how many miles it is around the sun. I don't know these things. I don't know. But 16 hours around the sun is fast. Well, not to be outdone, there's another exoplanet out there that was kind of pissed off, saying, hey, why don't I get recognized? So G367b stepped up and said, hey, I'm a dense, ultra-short period sub-Earth planet transiting my dwarf star with a 7.7-hour orbit. Now just put that in your head. 16 hours is hard. 7.7, 8 hours. The mass and radius of an exoplanet determine its mean density, which provides information about the possible interior structure. Astronomers have identified that planet. It is on a 7.7-hour orbit around a nearby red dwarf star. The authors determined the planet's radius from the transit, then used radial velocity observations to measure the mass. It's an Earth-like planet around a red dwarf star, 7.7 hour year. Yeah, think about that. I got an email. Somebody goes, "Hey man, you don't get it, man. If a planet's going around 16 hours, man, in a year, time is still the same to them, man. It's not going to be any different. It's the same. I'm a physicist. I'm going to college, and I know what I'm. No, you don't know what you're talking about. Stop. Don't know nothing. You may know math. You do. You know math. You know things. You know science. You know stuff. You can ace quizzes that I can't. I get all of that. But don't tell me that you understand time, because you don't. Nobody does. And you don't understand time on another planet. You don't. And you don't know time on a planet that is going around its star at 16 hours, and you know that everything is going to be same there as it is here. No, you don't. Stop. Oh, man. One of my favorite things, I'm going to talk about this in just a bit, but one of my favorite things is to have a physicist or a scientist or somebody, Neil deGrasse Tyson, somebody that says, "Hey, man, you know, there's no life out there. Nobody's been visiting this planet. I know." No, you don't. Stop. You don't know. Man, no, you don't. Prove to me that we are not being visited. Prove to me that we're the only life in the universe. Prove to me that life is rare. Prove that to me. You can't. I can prove to you that I can prove that the hydrogen, the oxygen, the carbon, the helium on this planet is the same helium from the Big Bang. The same hydrogen, same nitrogen, same everything. And it's all over the universe. It's everywhere. That's it. I can prove that. Does that make me smarter than Neil deGrasse Tyson? It does. All right. Where am I at? Let's get the show cracking. I'm in a good mood. Let's get the show cracking. Happy birthday to today. One of my favorites. Britney Spears. Britney Spears got her money back, got her life back, deserved that, should have never had it taken away. You know, it's that simple. If you're rich and you're crazy, you're rich and crazy. So what? Let her do, you know. So anyway, she got it back. She got her life back. Good for you, Britney. Today she is 40 years old. Nelly Furtado. Today is 43, and I started to think about Nelly Furtado, 43 years old, and I was like, what was her song? I remember I used to like Nelly Furtado, right? I did, you know, so she made the list because of that memory, but I couldn't think of her song. Def Leppard bassist, ex-bassist, maybe he's back in the band, Rick Savage, founding member, today is 61 years old. Our dead guy's birthday today is Razzle. Just sad every year, but I'm going to do his dead guy's birthday every year that I can. Razzle, 1960 to 1984, died at the age of 24. Razzle, of course, was the drummer of Hanoi Rocks from 1982 for 2 years until his death in 1984. Tragic. In late 1984, Hanoi Rocks took time off of their first American tour. During that break, Motley Crue's singer Vince Neil invited the band to visit his home in Redondo Beach, California. They drank and they partied all day and all night. Neil and Razzle, both drunk, went to a nearby liquor store in Neil's Pantera, with Neil driving. On the way back, they crashed into another car. Razzle was rushed to the hospital and pronounced dead at 7:12 p.m. He had died instantly in the collision. Tragic. Third Stone, Brittany. I love that. Yeah, man. Love it. Okay. And just hang on, everybody. I'm playing operator here. On this day in history, 1942, physicist Enrico Fermi produces the first nuclear chain reaction in his laboratory. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking to yourself, Jimmy, where was that laboratory? I'm going to say it was in Chicago, but then I'm going to take it a step further. Because his laboratory that produced the first nuclear chain reaction brought on the nuclear age, nuclear bombs, right? Nuclear power plants. Yeah. It was beneath the bleachers of Stagg Field at the University of Chicago on this day in 1942. Fader fact. All right. I've been saving this one. I don't know how many sports fans we have on the show. Doesn't matter. That are listening right now. But you all know that those black stripes, right, underneath professional ball players, baseball, football, NFL players, it was first used by Babe Ruth in an attempt to reduce sun glare. But in fact, studies show that they do nothing at all. But hey, they look cool, right? It's like war paint, I guess. And that is your Fader fact. Tonight's another Fader night with open lines all night long. The call-in number is 747-228-2051. 747-228-2051. Buttload of calls already, man. Let me see here. Well, few have hung up. But there's a lot of calls on hold. You guys stay right there. Okay. Ooh, man. That was a gulp. That's this microphone, this Tascam TM70. You can hear me gulp. Oh, not them, but you. I mean, I heard it. Okay. Rivermoonwellness.com. Lily Tomlin. Love it. Thank you, Ken Priest. Ken's cool. Ken's trouble. Any of you Fadernauts, well, some of you already found out about Ken Priest, but any of you Fadernauts that hang out at a conference and Ken is there, good luck. Get that last will and testament ready. I mean, before the I'm just saying right now, Ken Priest is all that. All right. Am I smarter than Neil deGrasse Tyson? Yeah. I'm going, yeah. But what is smart? Right? What is smart? I recently took an IQ test, and it was wrong. It was way high. And it was wrong. It just has to be wrong. I'm not that smart. I'm logical. I can think through things. I know a lot of things because I read and I study, and I've got an open mind, and I've tended to absorb things, and I haven't lost a lot of brain cells over the years, so I'm pretty lucky, and I have pretty good recall, pretty solid, but that doesn't mean I had problems. I struggled with math in high school. Barely got through Algebra 2, which I needed to graduate high school. Barely made it through geometry and bailed out. There was no calculus in my future. I was like, man, as soon as I get this math done, I'm through with it. So I didn't have to take any math my senior year in high school. I was done, man. I was done with math. I had a really difficult time. Art, English, science did great. Biology, all of that stuff, great. History classes, geography, smoking. Easy stuff for me to breeze through, straight A's. And And I got good grades in school. I did, except for math. Math, I struggled. And but does that make Neil, because he can run circles around me with math, does that make him smarter than me? I'm going to say no, because I think that I could whip his ass in a debate. And it frustrates me that somebody like Neil believes his own BS. That's the problem. Because Neil, who is very smart and, physicist, astronomer, Carl Sagan, protege, all of that. He's got everything going for him. But somewhere along the line, he drove the car off the road. He drove the car off the road, and he let his fans and celebrity take over his ego and drive his mind to the point where today he's a professional actor. That's what he does. He's got this reputation of being the smartest guy in the world, and and he believes it. So he will take his umpteen millions of followers and say things, and they believe it. And that's wrong. That's wrong. You can't go and call people that believe in things stupid. You can't talk down to them. You can't. And in that regard, because he has entrenched himself so much in his believing his BS that now I could smack him around because he has nowhere to go. He's got nowhere to go. I got plenty of places to go because I've got an open mind. I am here. But I think that makes me smarter than Neil deGrasse Tyson. I really do. I listen. I've got an open mind. And I'm flexible, and I'm constantly trying to learn and accept new things. He does not. That's. I'm going to leave it right there. I had more to say. I've got more stuff. I had stats. I had facts. I had this. I had quotes. Just going to leave that right there. Yeah. I don't give a crap about Neil. Used to. His show, Cosmos, right? So he's there. He's reading a script. The whole show is about aliens and E.T. and life in the universe and what's out there and the possibilities. And then he just says the exact opposite when somebody wants to ask him about it. It's like, dude, so that's not you writing Cosmos. That is not your mind. That's a writer. That's somebody else. That's not your brain. That's not smart. This is Fade to Black. I'm yours, Jimmy Church. It's Open Lines. It's Thursday. It's Fader Night. 747-228-2051. I'll be right back.
This is Nicole Church, daughter of you-know-who, and you're listening to Fade to Black on JimmyChurchRadio.com and the Game Changer Network.
You're listening to Jimmy Church and Fade to Black on the X.
You're listening to Jimmy Church, Fade to Black.
Fade to Black will now pause for alien identification.
The station that talks the net.
Introducing the Game Changer blend from River Moon Coffee that delivers a customized blend made specifically for the Fadernauts. If the game is rigged, change the game. It's a bolder cup with some bite. Game Changer is the coffee of choice for those that prefer an organic dark roast that is slightly lighter and milder, but it's still dark. With wild notes of pecans and chocolate with a rich, balanced, full-bodied cup that is roasted to perfection for a great coffee to start your day, as an after-dinner coffee or anywhere in between. artisan, small batch roasted to perfection. USDA certified organic, all River Moon coffee is freshly roasted and packaged in the USA. Just go to rivermooncoffee.com or click on the banners over on our site and use the promo code F2B Blend for 15% off of your order today. rivermooncoffee.com.
This is the only way forward.
This is Fade to Black. Make contact.
This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black, and you can get our podcast for just $2 per month. All you have to do is click on the podcast banner over at jimmychurchradio.com.
Hi, folks. It's troubling times, and fear is pushing emotions, which in turn pushes health the wrong direction. Do you ever get an ache because life is uneasy? Try Life Change Tea at gettheti.com. Life Change Tea works on your digestive tract, helping to move food through quicker and comfortably so your health is spot on. Life Change Tea may not help with world issues, but it will help with your digestive issues. A glass a day helps keep the intruders away. So, change your life today. Log on to gettheti.com. That's gettheti.com. If your health game is off, get on by ordering Life Change Tea. Gettheti.com. And while you're on our site, look around at the great non-GMO organic supplements. And if you're a sales shopper, go to our specials page and see what's for you. I've been drinking the tea for 12 years and I'm sure glad for its health benefits. Again, that's gettheti.com. Gettheti.com. The tea that makes you go.
The new KUNXDB, the UNX Network, bringing you the best in paranormal programming in premium, high-definition streaming audio and video. Log on to the network at unxnetwork.com and check out the growing lineup of programs, including Jimmy Church, Whitley Strieber, Micah Hanks, and many more. Sign up for the free UNX newsletter, follow the UNX blog, or pick up the latest edition of the UNX magazine. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. So check us out at unxnetwork.com. Tap the show page and the calendar so you never miss your favorite live shows and podcasts. We are your portal for all things paranormal. The X, explaining the unexplained.
9 out of 10 geneticists agree.
Fade to Black is not your father's radio show on the Game Changer Radio Network.
Hi, this is Rob Reiner from Anvil, and you're listening to JimmyChurchRadio.com.
What's up? I'm Chris. What up? This is Kyle Massey, and you're listening to Jimmy Church Radio.
Welcome back, Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. Neil deGrasse Tyson. I mean, it's really funny. I'll get back to that in a second. It's Fader night. It's Thursday night. 747-228-2051. 747-228-2051. Your calls, your conversation. Uncensored, unfiltered, unscreened, uncensored. Yeah, all of that fun stuff. It is truly the greatest night in all of talk radio in all of the world. It is. It is. That's what Fader night is. Neil deGrasse Tyson. All right. If you're on hold, stay right there. I'm getting to the calls. But here's this. Let me give you this. Okay, so I say, but Neil, there's 40 billion Earth-like planets in the Milky Way. You don't think there's life on those? And his answer is, no, there's probably not any intelligent life on any of those planets. And I would say, how do you know that? Prove it. Have you been there? Well, we can see them. Have you been there? How do you know? Well, tell us. How do you know? Well, I'm asking, how do you know? That's it. How do you know? How do you know? Talking about this 7.7 hour orbit, dwarf planet, Earth-like, whatever, around a dwarf star. Is there life on that planet, Neil? No. How do you know? Have you been there? How do you know? How can you say that? How can you say it's just words coming out of his mouth? He doesn't know. Prove to me that there is, Jimmy. Prove to me that there isn't, Neil. I don't have to prove that there is. I'm saying that there may be. That's it. I'm not saying no. You are saying no. You know? I've seen UFOs, Neil. It's your imagination. Prove it to me. Prove it. How can you prove it? You can't. You can't say those things. You cannot say it. You cannot. Oh, man. I don't know if ghosts are real. I don't know what they are, but don't tell me that they're not real, Neil. You don't know. You don't know. Prove to me that they're not real. That's all that I'm saying. And that makes me smarter than Neil deGrasse Tyson. I could shut him down. There's words I want to use. I could. And nobody wants to challenge that. Just wants to let that stuff go. Well, no. Not me. Not me. Okay. All right. Nothing. Yeah. He's too easy. He's too easy. All right. Where am I at? How about some phone calls? Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
Hey, Jimmy. It's Pete. It's PJ, your favorite Philadelphia dive bar owner. I'm calling. I'm 100% on tune with you with Neil deGrasse Tyson. The guy sells science, and he dummies it down for the American public, but he's not pushing the limits like an Eric Davis is. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. I'm listening.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. He's not pushing the boundaries, and guys like him who think in closed loops where he's very intelligent, but he's just not, he's not going to be coming up with some huge breakthroughs like Davis will. I'm sure it's going to happen soon. A couple things I wanted to bring up. Number one, next time you are interviewing Lou Elizondo, could you ask the man if they're seeing more enter or exit through the oceans or through the upper atmospheres? I'd be interested to hear that answer.
Oh, well, that's a good question. Wow. You should have your own show, PJ. You should have your own show. You got a good voice. You're intelligent. You're well-spoken.
I do a bar podcast.
You do a bar podcast. Right on.
Yeah. And, and that's another thing I wanted to bring up to you. I really, as much as this is our community and I love it, meaning the UFO community, I really think the guys like Elizondo ought to be reaching out to podcasts that don't necessarily do that. Like the Theory of Everything. He's doing a hell of a job with that. That guy, Kurt Mungo, I think his name is. Have you listened to any of those interviews that he's done on that?
A little bit. I wish I had more time to listen to more. I do what I can though. I spend more time with books these days, but I do run different stuff in the background while I'm researching and try to absorb as much as I can. Honest, PJ, I wish I had more time. I wish we were on a 48-hour cycle and there was two of me and all of that stuff. But there you go. All right, so you're a dive. Wait, PJ, stop. Let me talk. Okay. Shoot. You're a dive bar owner, right? Yeah. Right? And you do a dive bar podcast, right?
It's a food and beverage podcast.
Okay,
mainly bar and restaurant.
Okay, all right. Here's your chance right now. Where can everybody go and check it out?
It's called Behind Bars. We have 15 episodes in the can, and we've only dumped one so far on YouTube.
Okay, hold on.
It's mainly Philadelphia area people.
Okay, check out Behind Bars. the
on YouTube.
podcast out of Philly with Fadernight. I'm giving you the tweet of a lifetime right now. With Fadernight PJ.
Yep, PJ Dolan. Same last name as your boy Richard.
PJ, okay, hold on. With PJ Dolan, the dive bar owner.
No, I own a dive bar. It's not just about dive bars.
I know.
It's me and my buddy. Okay.
On the phone with me right now. Okay.
Oh, you're the man, James. You are the man.
Okay. Find it on YouTube. And so it's called Behind Bars, right?
Yeah, me and my buddy Joe McGee, my best friend, he owns 3 bars in town next to mine. We do it, and we've been getting a lot of big names. I don't know if you're a beer guy or not, but we had the founders of Victory and Yards from this area out on there. Some big people from AB, Anheuser-Busch. We just do a lot of different things. We got some celebrities on there, like having a beer with somebody, that type of thing. But I'd love to get some Dolan's bar swag over to Richard. I'll send you an email or something like that.
Okay, all right. Yeah, we'll do something like that off of the air. But yeah, not a problem.
Okay.
I can.
Cool.
Somebody just posted, I'm a dive bar drinker. Oh, man. Hey, PJ, cool. Thank you for that. I got the tweet out to everybody. There it is. Check out Behind Bars, the podcast out of Philly with Fadernight PJ Dolan, the dive bar owner, on the phone with me right now. Find it on YouTube. There it is. Buddy. It's out. Everybody
Jimmy,
go check it out.
You're doing a hell of a job. Your content is amazing. Please keep pushing. You're doing such an awesome job. I can't tell you enough. Man.
I thank you, PJ, and I can't wait to hang out at your fine establishment when I go to Philly. And
you ever come through?
I will to come see you. Can I close the place?
Man.
Can I close the place? Okay, wait a minute.
Damn right. Bring your guitar.
Okay, I'll bring 2, but you have to tell me what's your best dive bar dish on the menu?
So we do very little food, even though I am also a culinary teacher.
Right.
And what the Johnson & Wales in Providence. It's a drinking bar, man. Shot and beers. I do amazing wings. They're an Asian style.
That's it. Okay, that's it. That's all I need. I need wings with my chilled vodka. Now, I like really, really dark beer. What's your darkest?
Okay.
What do you have?
I got Guinness on tap.
That's it. Extra stout.
I have extra stout in bottles now.
Okay, extra stout in bottles.
That's the Jamaican style.
Let me tell you something. Extra stout in the bottle, chilled shot of vodka, and a plate of Asian wings, and I'm a happy man.
My man.
That's it. I'm happy. It's perfect.
I did do a sausage scallopini cheesesteak tonight with arrabbiata sauce and sharp provolone. Bro, you would have loved it.
Hey, you can ask any Fadernight that's hung out with me in a lounge, and that is exactly what is in front of me. Extra stout in the
we'll
bottle.
Have a beer together sometime.
Yeah, extra stout in the bottle, chilled shot of vodka, and some wings. And I'm good, man. I'm not complex. I'm not complicated.
We got big things to talk about.
Yeah, that's a good night.
Don't complicate the food.
Absolutely. Hey, PJ, enjoy your weekend, my man. Thank you so much, and happy holidays.
Thanks, brother. You too, James. Bye.
You too. It's a great phone call right there. I'm being serious, too. I'm not complicated, people. I'm not complicated at all. This is what it's funny that he said it like he did, because I do this all the time. I'm in a bar, and I will ask the server, okay, what's your darkest beer? And they'll go down the list, and nothing's dark, by the way. But then they'll go, we've got Guinness on tap. I go, extra stout? Nope. Okay, you got it in the bottle? We do. That's all you had to say. Guinness extra stout in the bottle. I'm a happy guy. Bring it. Now, Guinness extra stout on tap. Man, in a chilled glass. Oh, man, and the perfect pour. Oh, man, the perfect pull. That is a solid night. That is a solid night. I have the feeling Fade to Black's going into alcohol conversation tonight. I feel it coming. I do. I feel it coming. Thank you, PJ. Happy holidays. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
Hey, Jimmy. Chuckles, Pennsylvania.
How you doing, Chuckles? How you doing, man? Everything good?
I'm actually doing everything's good. I'm doing all right. But, immediate shout out to PJ. Warn him. He's probably listening. I know where his bar's at. I'm going. It'll be wonderful. And on that note, when are you going to come to the Northeast? Jimmy, you got to grace us here.
Okay, I will grace you, but hold on a minute now, Chuckles. You can't just blow past the name of PJ's bar. What's the name of his bar?
Oh, dude,
Okay, all right.
I was half listening to the music. Well, I got two devices to make this work, and I'm walking the dog, and I'll be honest, in the middle of his call, fella, this is a family show, poop, so I had to address certain things. I will be re-listening to it, and I know you tweeted it, because...
No, I know. That's not what I'm saying, Chuckles. Yeah. I'm saying I didn't ask him the name of his bar. So I was hoping
I'll
you
ask
knew.
Him, and I'll make sure I fill in the fellow faders, including Jimmy.
Okay, all right, that's cool. That's cool. Is it a good bar? Have you been there?
No, but a fader, Philly, and a bar. I'm going. Yeah. All right. But listen, you inspired me with time travel talk, and you kept saying it's probably simple. It's probably simple. Mind you, I'm no scientist or none of that stuff. I just love to have a wide open imagination, unlike Neil deGrasse Tyson. Anyway, I had an idea.
What?
We all get it. If you're traveling the speed of light, we all get it. Time, when you come back, the people you left behind, the planet you left behind, however far you're gone, they've moved on and they're gone when you come back. You could travel the speed of light probably for 6 months, and 60 years would go past here on Earth. I think we all get that concept. So make it simple. Take it in reverse. We just need science to help our bodies with this. Get up to the speed of light really quickly. So there's going to be a lot of G-forces. We got to figure that out. But what if you maintain the speed of light somewhere near Earth's orbit? You don't have to go far away, enough so you could deal with the G-forces and all that. But what if you slow down from the speed of light dramatically slower than you sped up to it? What would that do to things? Dramatically slower. So you got to the speed of light.
Right.
Again, there's science here.
Right.
But what if you slow down at a dramatically slower or different rate than you accelerated to it? Would it technically then reverse the effect? And then you could do like a speed up, slow down process.
Right.
It still might take a while.
Right.
But could you technically maybe go the other way in the slowdown process?
Right.
That's just a wild thought I had. I have no idea, but I thought I'd throw it out to the faders for somebody who's really smart.
I think it's very smart. It is an interesting concept. No matter what, relative to where you are, you're speeding up and slowing down time in a relative space. Here's the other thought. Well, I don't know. You would have to. I've
been really thinking about that.
Yeah, that's a really good
question.
question.
Something to do with keeping near Earth's orbit, doing it. Like, I don't know what. But something kept hitting me. Like, wait, just even going like to the moon and back kind of thing. Like, that's not that far when you're talking speed of light.
This is what a physicist will tell you, though. This is what a physicist will tell you.
Here we go. Right. Yeah.
No, they'll dumb it down, and they will say you're not changing anything. All you're doing is cutting the time here on Earth relative to you in half. So you're speeding up and slowing down, and every time you do that, if you went out at the speed of light and returned at the speed of light, and then got back to Earth in 1,000 years is supposed to pass. But if you do the same thing, and you go out, slow down, speed up, slow down, speed up, and you do that as you're coming back to Earth, instead of being 1,000 years in the future, you're 500 years in the future. That's all you've done is just change the rate relative back here on Earth. That's what they would say.
And I did think of that, though, because there's one more caveat.
What's that?
Sorry, I just walked in a freaking tree branch. There's one more caveat, I thought. In this spaceship, somehow, if you create a zero gravity, like a true zero gravity situation, meaning during the slowdown process, this is where it might work. Only the slowdown process, you create some kind of a like negative or zero gravity situation, so the effects of the slowdown are not only different in time but different in a physical manner. Again, I'm not the physicist here, but I think there's a simple solution in that weird theory somewhere. And if somebody figures it out, I need some props on that.
Okay. So I'm going to leave you with this. What if you sped up to the speed of light, and instead of turning around, you hit the brakes and then put it in reverse?
Well, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
You go in reverse at the speed of light, and then pass your origin point.
Yeah.
And now you're in negative space. Now you're in negative space from where you originated, and then shot out in the other direction. I'm just saying. Now, a physicist will say, you're not really doing anything.
Great fader minds think alike.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
I like this.
Yeah.
Neil will say, nah, and then when it happens, we'll go, ha.
Well, you know what I mean? So then you go to Neil, and you go, but how do you know? How do you know? How do you know? Prove it. Just prove it to me right now. That's all. I know. I don't want the flapping jaw. I don't want the bouncing jowls. I don't want any of that out of you, Neil. I want you to prove it to me. Prove it to me.
Bingo.
That's all.
Prove to me that I'm wrong, and then we'll move on. But until you can prove it, it's possible.
See, here's the deal. Let's and this is where Neil has lost focus on everything. Lost focus. I hope some relative of his has him listen to this show. That would be great. This crazy ass Jimmy Church is talking smack, but I think he's right. But it's this. What he has lost sight of is that Copernicus, Galileo, any of the great game changers of the past did not stop with what they were taught and what others around him were saying and what their fans were expecting them to say. And their students, no. They absolutely thought outside of the box and wanted to go and figure stuff out. That's the difference. Neil doesn't do that ever. He does not think outside of the box. He doesn't postulate. He doesn't think about. He doesn't wonder. He doesn't dream. He doesn't do any of that. He doesn't do any of that.
Which
he
is
wants
so
to.
Sad, because then you'll never expand past however great you think you may be. If you don't think of what's next, how are you ever going to go anywhere?
Hey, let me tell you what the facts are. And I will say this now. I'm saying it to you, Chuckles, but I'm speaking directly to Neil Tyson. Don't forget, Neil, science and physicists, real scientists and real physicists understand and know that science and knowledge is nothing but a series of corrections. That's it. And Neil, you are going to be corrected. And a really good physicist knows that he is going to be humbled because he is eventually going to be wrong. Somebody's going to take their stuff, improve on it, change it, and move forward. That's how we have progressed. And Neil is going to be in the same position, the same one. So all the dribble coming out of his mouth right now could be the opposite. But all the dribble that's coming out, he's painted himself in the corner, and he's not going to be able to get out of it, and that's it. He's stuck, and history is going to be a little bit harsh, and that's why you have to have an open mind.
I don't want history to pass me by. I would rather be and enjoy it and learn from it. But I swear to people like him and others, it's you're telling us cool stuff, but no offense, we got it already. Let's go further.
Well, here's the deal, Chuckles. Yeah. Here's the deal. This is what you say, and you are never wrong when you say these words. Okay? Here's my life's lesson. Right now, Chuck, you have gone to the Jimmy's Church School of Education. Okay?
Education, yeah.
You ready?
Yep,
this is how you answer a question that you don't have the answer to. I don't know. That's all you got to say, Neil. That's all you got to say. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Yep.
Let's try and find out.
Be honest, it's I don't know.
I don't know.
You'll learn, and then you'll suddenly graduate. It's perfect. I know.
You will graduate. And the thing is, then you are never wrong. And you will have the respect of the people. You
want your mind to be open and learning. Yeah, man.
I'm just saying, man. Chuckles, I got to run. I got to get to a break, man.
I know you do. All right.
Give my best
to Bella.
Thank you.
And we're going to figure this out. Yes, love to Karis. He's right here. I'm back in the door, and we're all good. And faders are awesome. Jimmy's awesome. And fade to black.
Chuckles, Kara, Bella. Have a great weekend, man. Thank you so much, Chuckles. This is Fade to Black. I am your host, Jimmy Church. More of your phone calls are next. It's going to be a Guinness Extra Stout, Neil deGrasse Tyson dribble kind of night. I kind of like that. This is Fade to Black. I'll be right back. Stay with us.
You're listening to Jimmy Church and Fade to Black on the X.
Way out here, we listen to Jimmy Church.
You're listening to Fade to Black.
Always on the edge of the hottest alternative talk. Jimmy Church with Fade to Black.
¿Qué tal, mis amigos? Yo soy Mario Carson, el tiburón, y los invito para que escuchen a mi buen amigo Jimmy Church Radio. ¡Claro que sí!
The new KUNXDB, the UNX Network, bringing you the best in paranormal programming in premium high-definition streaming audio and video. Log on to the network at unxnetwork.com and check out the growing lineup of programs, including Jimmy Church, Whitley Strieber, Micah Hanks, and many more. Sign up for the free UNX newsletter, follow the UNX blog, or pick up the latest edition of the UNX magazine. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. So check us out at unxnetwork.com. Tap the show page and the calendar so you never miss your favorite live shows and podcasts. We are your portal for all things paranormal. The X, explaining the unexplained.
Fadernauts. When you think about the future of our country and where we're headed, do you wonder about the food supply? I do. Disruptions in the food supply chain could be disastrous, and they usually occur with little warning. That's why the smartest thing you can do today is to stockpile emergency food, water, and other essentials. I personally recommend My Patriot Supply. They're the nation's largest emergency preparedness company, serving millions of customers for more than a decade. In fact, they're the only source my family trusts for our preparedness plan. You should too. Right now, save 20% off a full 4-week supply of delicious meals that provide 2,000 calories a day. Saving 20% helps too, doesn't it? Especially now. So go to preparewithjimmy.com and get ready. That's preparewithjimmy.com. There's no time to lose. Do it now. Fadernauts. When you think about the future of our country and where we're headed, do you wonder about the food supply? I do. Disruptions in the food supply chain could be disastrous, and they usually occur with little warning. That's why the smartest thing you can do today is to stockpile emergency food, water, and other essentials. I personally recommend My Patriot Supply. They're the nation's largest emergency preparedness company, serving millions of customers for more than a decade. In fact, they're the only source my family trusts for our preparedness plan. You should too. Right now, save 20% off a full 4-week supply of delicious meals that provide 2,000 calories a day. Saving 20% helps too, doesn't it? Especially now. So go to preparewithjimmy.com and get ready. That's preparewithjimmy.com. There's no time to lose. Do it now.
So, you love talk radio? Then you'll love TalkStreamLive.com. TalkStream Live is always on, 24/7, with the best streaming talk shows. Find your favorite talkers and discover some new ones. It's free, readily available online or on mobile with any smartphone or tablet. Finding your favorite talk shows all in one place has gotten a whole lot easier. Just go to TalkStreamLive.com. Be sure to download the free apps from Google Play or the iTunes App Store.
You listen to us, and we listen to you. And so does the CIA.
You are listening to Fade to Black with Jimmy Church on the Game Changer Network.
Oi, oi, I'm Reese Evans. You're listening to Jimmy Church. This is Revolution. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution is on radio. Ciao.
Welcome back, Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. How you doing? It's Thursday night, Fadernight Open-Lines all night long. 747-228-2051. 747-228-2051. What's this? Vast of Night official trailer. This movie was awesome. Vast of Night. Anyone see it? Okay. Just to let you know, I saw this the night it was released and talked about it for about a month. Yeah. And there you go. That's from Meow. That is from Meow. Vast of Night. That was an incredible movie. And I watched it over and over again. And I really like the long camera shots. And I dig that type of cinematography where you take long lines of dialogue and unbroken and as few edits as possible. And Vast of Night, great UFO movie. And the big reveal didn't happen until, oh, man, do I do that kind of... do I do that kind of spoiler right here on the show? It's been out for a while. Do I spoil it? Okay, I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to get everybody's opinion on this. Do I spoil Vast of Night right now? Do I just spoil it? It's been out for a couple of years. Do I spoil it? Do I just go there? Okay, let me bounce over here and let's see. Okay. I'm going to give everybody a chance to respond in Twitter. And then I'm coming. Jimmy has seen all of the Prime movies. I kind of have, Angela. Thank you for... Okay. Do I spoil Vast of Night? That's all I'm saying. So I need somebody's response. Do it. See, Joe's a guitar player. And Zen just says, don't do it. No. Yes. Hey, I think we're kind of even here. Okay, spoil. I think right now it's about 5-5. It's about 5-5. And, oh, man, see, that's how the bell curve works right there. Okay, let me bounce over here. Brian and I watch Vast of Night almost every day. It's from 2019. I know, right? It's, is this PJ from Fade to Black with PJ Dolan, the dive bar, Flyers watch party, Broad Street, bully style, chuckles? I have no idea what that means. Do I spoil the movie? No, absolutely do not spoil Vast of Night. That's coming in from Madeline. Madeline, I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with that spoiler alert. Ken Priest. See, Ken Priest will spoil a movie. Ken Priest, Olivia says spoil. This is why I do Fadernight, man. See, I'm hanging out. We're just hanging out. Do I spoil Vast of Night? God, that's a good movie, man. About a DJ, about a radio talk show dude in the late 1950s. That's the other cool part in small town Texas. And got his little radio bunker. It's cool. And he's on there taking phone calls, late night UFO talk. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Do I spoil CJ Godfrey? Boom, spoil it. Kaz says, spoil it rotten. I'll listen to Kaz. Brian says, we love spoilers. See, it's kind of, okay, you know what? All right, now I have the support of the Fadernauts here. I think you vastly outweigh for Vast of Night the spoilers. Yes, spoil it. Okay, all right. I'm going to do one more quick. Let's see. Not seen. I have not seen the movie yet. Vast of Night. Oh, great old. Yeah. Okay. It's not that one. Okay. Okay. What do I do? You know what? Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in a row. Right. Let's see. Don't spoil the spoil. Pee on a tree. Okay. Don't spoil the soil. Okay. Here's the deal. Vast of Night is an incredible UFO movie. And it's got Contact, and it's got some really, really cool stuff that goes on that we discuss in our community. Really cool. And you have the whistleblower reveal with this lady that's retired and all of that. It's really cool. Okay, I'm not spoiling any of that. I'm not going to spoil the movie itself. But E.T. doesn't show up till the last 10 seconds. That's it, and then they roll credits. You go through the whole movie. It's great, and it's worth it. But it doesn't happen till the end. Yeah. That's it. It's been out for 2 years. I'm not spoiling nothing. If you haven't watched it yet, that's your fault. So there you go. Let's go to the phones. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Did I spoil Vast of Night for you?
Nope.
Why not?
Because, man, I didn't listen to you.
You've already seen it.
Nope. I didn't listen to you, and I haven't seen it yet.
Why not, Pat?
Man.
It's a great movie.
Stuff I'm worried about right now.
No, whatever.
I'm stressed out. I got a lot of problems right now.
Like what? What can I help you with?
I'm glad you asked. Since PJ's offering to feed you and stuff, I'm just thinking.
Yes.
A road trip would be good.
I know.
and you can come by, see me, and that'd probably make me happy.
Yeah. Hey, Pat, how close are you to Philly?
I don't know, man. I'm pretty close to Brian. You come down here, and I probably get Brian to come down, and we could do a drum circle.
Oh, man, that sounds cool. That sounds...
Dude, I think we could talk him into doing it.
That sounds...
I think he'd be good to go on that.
All right. What's difficult right now? What can I help you with?
Kind of low on protein.
Oh, that's life is like it doesn't sound. Look, do you see what Brian's posting right now?
No.
He's posting food.
There you go. That's all I'm saying.
He's posting protein.
Coming close to Christmas, an RV trip, you know.
I know.
I mean, come on, man.
I know. So,
hey, but I got an idea though. If you do the Christmas album,
right?
Okay,
right.
You know, you got the insert in there to hold the record.
Yes.
So you could do recipes on there, and I'm not talking just about the kebab. I'm saying put some good recipes in there for Christmas.
Right. Do you have a Christmas recipe? Do you have a Christmas dish that you like? And I'm not talking about eggnog with, what do you put in eggnog? Is that rum? What goes in eggnog?
I don't know, man. All I know is eggs, and then I stop right there. I'm done. I'm good. I'm not drinking raw eggs.
Is that eggnog is raw eggs?
Isn't it?
I don't know. Hold on.
I thought it was eggs and some other stuff. I don't know, man. I heard eggnog. I'm hearing egg, and I'm not drinking egg, dude. That's not one of those things. I'm not comfortable with that.
Eggnog recipe. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Are you ready? I don't know. I mean, it's always... Okay, here you go. This is an eggnog recipe from Alton Brown of the Food Network. All right, everybody loves Alton Brown, right? Okay, here are the ingredients. 4 egg yolks.
Yep, I'm out.
A third cup of sugar. 1 pint of whole milk. 1 cup of heavy cream. 3 ounces of bourbon, 1 teaspoon of freshly grated nutmeg, and 4 egg whites. Now, why would it say 4 egg yolks and 4 egg whites? Why not just 4 eggs? And then
Why would you ruin bourbon?
Yeah, I know. Bourbon. Vodka would be better, wouldn't it? There's no flavor in it. So in a bowl... Beat the egg yolks until they're light in color. Gradually add the sugar and continue to beat. Add the milk, cream, bourbon, and nutmeg. Stir to combine. Sounds like you're done. Place the egg whites in the bowl of a stand mixer and beat to soft peaks. With the mixer still running, gradually add 1 tablespoon of sugar and beat until stiff peaks form. Okay, all right. Whisk the egg whites into the mixture, chill, and serve. Cook's note for cooked eggnog. Man, that's just... I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. I couldn't control it.
Okay, glass, bourbon. Pour the bourbon, we're done.
Yeah, right.
So you can sit and do all that, or you can do the bourbon.
Right, and just cut to the chase.
I'm just saying.
Just cut to the chase. So that's... Cooked egg, man, I keep throwing up in my mouth. I can't say cooked.
Dude, that's nasty.
Yeah, cooked eggnog. What is that, an omelet? What is cooked eggnog?
That is wrong in all sorts of ways.
Okay, so what's your favorite holiday recipe?
I do Italian beef.
You should see these GIFs that are posting of people drinking eggnog. That is just nasty, man. I never liked eggnog, man. Ever. Now I know why. I just never liked it. I never did. And first off, bourbon in general, I just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the taste. That doesn't mean I don't like alcohol. That's not what I'm saying. I just don't like the taste of bourbon. I only like the only rum that I like is spiced rum. And that is rare, right? But any other like colored liquor, I don't like the taste. I don't.
I'm a Jack Daniels man. Always was. That was my drink.
And,
a little splash of 7 on the top. I'm good.
Yeah. And there, although there's nothing wrong with that, that's not where I like to go. Tequila, a good tequila all day long, man. A good vodka all day long. Of course, I love dark beer. Everybody knows I love dark beer. But bourbon and Drambuie. What's that almond? What's the other that liqueur that tastes like almonds? Oh God, I'll vomit just smelling it. I don't dig it. Now, what about Jägermeister?
Mom used to drink that stuff called Kahlua. Is that what it is?
Oh, I
like
love
brown bottle or something.
Oh, I'll drink the life out of of Kahlua. Kahlua.
Yeah, my mom was young. She would drink that stuff.
Yeah, Kahlua and cream. Oh man, Black Russian, Kahlua, vodka and cream. Oh man, you remember The Big Lebowski?
That was years ago, dude.
It's a movie, Pat. It's a
right.
It's a movie.
I haven't watched it in years.
It's a movie. Black Russians, White Russians, and mixing them up with the Kahlua is some of the funniest scenes with the dude ever. But Italian beef is your holiday tradition.
Yeah, that's what I do. I cook that.
And
my aunt used to make it when I was younger, and then she passed it on to me.
Amaretto, that's what it is. Kaz, you're absolutely right. Amaretto, I can't even smell it. I cannot know. And that's my grandmother's fault, man. It just
There's only one drink that if I smell it or even get a whiff of it, man, I will bend over and toss it. And that's Mad Dog 2020. But that goes back to being a kid. You know how that was?
Yeah, strawberry, Boone's Farm. The thing
threw
is,
that stuff up so many times, I can't even stand the smell of it.
Yeah, I know. Do they still make MD 2020?
Oh, God. They probably do.
What about Jägermeister?
Oh, dude, drunk in a bar. I've hit that a few times, but...
Yeah, I know. See, Jägermeister...
Oh, I usually, man, I'm Jack most of the night, and then all of a sudden, they'll start doing shots of whatever, so I've hit that Jägermeister gold crap.
Man, you make me laugh, man. I can't wait till we hang out. I can't wait till this COVID. I just can't wait till this is over, man.
Get that RV,
I know.
start her up, get her going.
I know, man. I know.
You're going to have a great adventure, Jimmy. I'm telling you, man. Every time you make a stop, you're going to have everybody there and doing all kinds of stuff.
I know. Pat, you're right. What about Goldschlager?
Or maybe that was it. It had Gold Flakes. I don't know, man.
That's Goldschlager.
There was a bar that I used to, it was a dive bar. I'd go there and they had this machine and they actually had it in the machine, not in the bottles, some kind of machine, and they would put shots out of it.
Oh, man.
And it had Gold Flakes. That's all I know. Jägermeister, I don't know what it was. It had Gold Flakes, man, and I was good.
Oh, man.
I
like
drink Jack all day long, man. I was fine. As soon as I start hitting that shit that they... Oh, I'm sorry. Stuff they start giving me, man, I was done.
Well, see, that's the thing, so you're doing your thing all night, right? Whatever it is. It could be beer. It could be wine. It could be whiskey. Whatever it is. But at the end of the night... and you mix it up, and you do a couple of shots of Jaeger, couple of shots of Goldschlager, a couple of shots of vodka. Doesn't matter. You mix it up, you're done. You're done. You just stay. Yep. You stay with what you're drinking. Just stay, and you're okay. You go and you...
Dude, the worst night I did that, they were giving me shots of everything at the bar. I think it was my birthday. Hell, I can't remember. I was so drunk. But anyway, they were just giving me shots. I woke up the next morning with the damn alarm going off for the smoke detector. I guess I put a pizza in the oven. It was pretty black. That was when I gave up all that.
Yeah, that'll do it. We've all got that same story. I swear to God.
Yeah, dude, we all done it.
I don't know how many times I've woken up in the morning with charcoal pizza, oven still on, right, for 8 hours.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes you think about even taking a bite. You're like, it's not that burnt. It's not that.
Dude, you ever been so drunk you walk out of the bar and realize, oh man, where's my car? And then you walk home and then you wake up the next day and you're wondering where the hell your car is, and your buddy takes you back to the bar.
You know, Pat, I'm going to be straight with you. Ain't ever happened to me.
Are you serious?
That's a good night, though.
You ain't never been drunk?
I've been drunk. I don't know if I've walked home and left my car at the bar and had to have my friends drive me back to pick it up the night. I don't know. Well, you know what? I don't know if I'd admit it. That's a good night, though. That's a
Oh, you're right,
night.
Jimmy. Okay, yeah, I heard that happened.
Yeah, you heard. Yeah, exactly. Oh, man.
All right, brother, I got one question for you.
Sure.
Give me one Christmas song, if we did a Fadernight album, that you would have to put on there. One song.
A Fadernight Christmas album? What would be the one song that would go on there?
Your song. What would you pick to go on there? Would it be the, one with Twisted Sister? What would it be? Pick one song. I don't care what genre, just hit it.
But I would play guitar?
Oh, it don't matter. I don't, if you just take the song and put it on there, want to play it, I don't care.
Okay.
Just give me one song that you would put on an album.
Okay, I'm going to give you two. Pat, I'm going to give you two. I'm going to give you the bonus cut, too, as well, okay? So, if I was going to just pick a song to go on the record, I'm going, "Oh, Come All Ye Faithful" by Twisted Sister, because that is an unbelievably great version of that song, okay? But if I was going to play guitar on a song, a Christmas song, and contribute that track to the album, that bonus track, Little Drummer Boy on guitar. No vocals, an instrumental version.
Oh, okay. Well, see, my song would be David Bowie, Ben Crosby, Little Drummer Boy, dude. What? Every year I have to hear that song.
Hold on. The first time I saw that video on MTV, right? Back in the day, right? 1982, whatever it was. I thought to myself, that is perfect. You can't improve that. You can't improve it. Right there, that performance, and not only that version of the song, I'm talking about the vocals, the performance, the emotion, the video.
Well, I'm saying that's my all-time favorite Christmas song right there. I mean, perfect. I have to hear that every year.
Yeah, it's not even a great Christmas. It's just a great song. It's just a great performance. And them
two together just blew my mind, because how much of an odd couple is that? Think about it.
Complete odd couple, and then
worked. The first time I watched it, I sit there in amazement, just going, "What the hell am I watching?"
Yeah. No, I'm in agreement.
What am I hearing?
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you. Can't argue with that, and it stirred my emotions so much. And especially that first year, that first Christmas with MTV when they were playing, they put that in heavy rotation. And I stopped every time. Whatever I was doing, I stopped. I could not get enough of that. And I would love to play it right now. I would. But we would get shut down. That's messed up, isn't it? I mean, you can't even get away with it. And then you can't go and edit it out later, and you just can't do. So I just leave it alone. And I'm forced into dealing with that. That was one of the great things about Coast to Coast. I could just play whatever, right? Oh, you know what? You know what Coast did to me, though? Can I let you guys in on a secret, since it's just us? You want a Coast secret?
Hit me, man. Hit me.
You want me? You some Coast insider, some real stuff that pissed me off.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's all on you, dude. I'm off this train.
Here it is. They wouldn't let me play Christmas music. And I was like, wait a minute, what? No Christmas music. No Christmas at Coast. I'm like, wait a minute here. Twisted Sister? Rob Halford? Pretty good version. Nope. Can I do one? Nope. No Christmas music on Coast to Coast. And that was messed up, man. That was messed up. It really rubbed me the wrong way. Really rubbed me the wrong way. So part of the thing,
that's a little odd, man.
Well, the music that we have here on Fade to Black, I've had the same music, since the beginning of the show, and it's Doug Aldrich, and I love it, and it's become a signature thing with the show, and I just don't want to change it. I don't. I have all kinds of music. People send me all kinds of music. I just don't want to change it up. I just like it. But over at Coast, one of the things that I enjoyed is I would do different themes. Every time I was over at Coast, I would pick the music for hours and sit and just go through it and have this nice emotional tapestry. And I really loved that experience on Coast. It was the opposite of Fade to Black, right? Where I could go and just pick my own bumper music. And I remember my first Christmas there. And I was ready to go, man. And I got shut down. So I did what? How many Christmases at Coast? 6, right? No Christmas music. Yeah.
I never noticed that, man.
Yeah. Yep.
I guess it never dawned on me.
Yep.
Up that late, you don't really pay attention to some stuff.
Hey, Pat.
I hear you, but I'm not hearing the recipe, so I'm not going to acknowledge it.
Have a great weekend, my man. Thank you for the phone call.
You too, brother. Have a good one.
You're the best, Pat. And that is Pat, the elf. That is the elf coming in strong here on Fade to Black. I am your host, Jimmy Church. Did I? Oh, okay. Don't tell me my software is locked up. Oh, man. Okay. Yes. Oops. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Okay. I'm going to take a break and get this fixed during the break. It's not that big of a deal. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Oh, man. I think I did commercials out of order. I did. Right? No, am I right now? Or was I wrong before? I can't even remember. This is Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. I feel like we're drinking. I'll be right back.
You're listening to Jimmy Church and Fade to Black on the X.
Way out here, we listen to Jimmy Church.
You're listening to Fade to Black.
Always on the edge of the hottest alternative talk. Jimmy Church with Fade to Black.
¿Qué tal, mis amigos? Yo soy Mario Carson, el tiburón, y los invito para que escuchen a mi buen amigo Jimmy Church Radio. ¡Claro que sí!
The new KUNXDB, the UNX Network, bringing you the best in paranormal programming in premium high-definition streaming audio and video. Log on to the network at unxnetwork.com and check out the growing lineup of programs, including Jimmy Church, Whitley Strieber, Micah Hanks, and many more. Sign up for the free UNX newsletter, follow the UNX blog, or pick up the latest edition of the UNX magazine. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. So check us out at unxnetwork.com. Tap the show page and the calendar so you never miss your favorite live shows and podcasts. We are your portal for all things paranormal. The X, explaining the unexplained.
Fadernauts. When you think about the future of our country and where we're headed, do you wonder about the food supply? I do. Disruptions in the food supply chain could be disastrous, and they usually occur with little warning. That's why the smartest thing you can do today is to stockpile emergency food, water, and other essentials. I personally recommend My Patriot Supply. They're the nation's largest emergency preparedness company, serving millions of customers for more than a decade. In fact, they're the only source my family trusts for our preparedness plan. You should too. Right now, save 20% off a full 4-week supply of delicious meals that provide 2,000 calories a day. Saving 20% helps too, doesn't it? Especially now. So go to preparewithjimmy.com and get ready. That's preparewithjimmy.com. There's no time to lose. Do it now. Fadernauts, when you think about the future of our country and where we're headed, do you wonder about the food supply? I do. Disruptions in the food supply chain could be disastrous, and they usually occur with little warning. That's why the smartest thing you can do today is to stockpile emergency food, water, and other essentials. I personally recommend My Patriot Supply. They're the nation's largest emergency preparedness company, serving millions of customers for more than a decade. In fact, they're the only source my family trusts for our preparedness plan. You should too. Right now, save 20% off a full 4-week supply of delicious meals that provide 2,000 calories a day. Saving 20% helps too, doesn't it? Especially now. So go to preparewithjimmy.com and get ready. That's preparewithjimmy.com. There's no time to lose. Do it now.
So, you love talk radio? Then you'll love TalkStreamLive.com. TalkStream Live is always on, 24/7 with the best streaming talk shows. Find your favorite talkers and discover some new ones. It's free, readily available online or on mobile with any smartphone or tablet. Finding your favorite talk shows all in one place has gotten a whole lot easier. Just go to TalkStreamLive.com. Be sure to download the free apps from Google Play or the iTunes App Store.
You listen to us, and we listen to you. And so does the CIA.
You are listening to Fade to Black with Jimmy Church on the Game Changer Network.
Oi, oi, I'm Reese Evans. You're listening to Jimmy Church. This is Revolution. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution is on radio. Ciao.
Welcome back, Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. Happy holidays, everybody. It is December 2nd, 12/02/2012. Backwards, frontwards, upside down, sideways, it's all the same. Very, very special day today. Happy holidays, everyone. And hanging out and doing Fader night. And for some reason, we're talking about alcohol. I don't drink as much as people think. When I do, when I'm with friends, I like to have fun. I do, and I certainly want to make sure that everybody else has fun. I don't drink when I'm not with people. When I'm alone, no, I don't. Lots of alcohol around, but I drink when I'm at a conference, little bit. But that's it. So I do months in between, like COVID last year and 2020 and this year, 2021, no conferences. I'm not out. Man, I didn't drink for a year. A year. I'm not around people, and that's it. And, so there you go. But man, Guinness Extra Stout. Ice cold, with a shot of vodka. Tequila. good tequila. Yeah, it's my thing. Okay, anyway, and wings, plate of nachos, a bar, table full of friends. It's all good. Let's see who's up next. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
Is this me?
No, it's not. Do you?
It's not. All right, so you took my call. Hey, thanks, Jimmy. Hey, I just wanted to ask you, bro. What was your experience working with RN.TV? They're going to do an interview on me, and I see you were here with Richard Dolan and William Henry and Linda Moulton Howell, and you guys are on like a roundtable interview, and these guys are going to do a little documentary on me. And I just wanted to ask you, what was your experience working with these guys?
Well, who are you?
I'm Josh Abraham. I'm the son of Larry Abraham, who wrote the book None Dare Call It Conspiracy.
Okay, and they're going to do a documentary on you?
Yeah, they're going to do this film piece on me, like my backstory about what it's like to be the son of Larry Abraham. My dad was the guy who wrote the international best-selling book that started the Illuminati resistance and the book that woke up the controlled opposition guy, Alex Jones, and it sold millions of copies. And my dad used to be head of the John Birch Society and an outside advisor to Ronald Reagan, and best friends with Ron Paul and Dinesh D'Souza. And they're going to do a film on me, how I successfully infiltrated the Freemasons and saw the 4 holy books of the 33rd degree of the Scottish Rite. And I just want to ask you, what was your experience working with these guys?
Well, look, I've known everybody over there for a very long time, and it's a very close circle of friends. So if you've managed to get into that circle, it's a pretty unique opportunity, you know. So who's going to direct it?
I'm not sure. I'm talking to
don't say any
guy
names
right now.
Yeah, don't say any names on the air. This is all stuff that's in development. So don't put me in a weird position.
Yeah, I'm not sure of it. Like me and my mentor Fritz Springmeyer, he's the guy who wrote Bloodlines of the Illuminati. We're supposed to meet them in Amarillo, Texas sometime this month. But I just wanted to call and ask you, I'm looking at your little interview right here, the Jimmy Church full interview. I just wanted to ask, like, did you have a good experience working with these guys?
They're some of my closest friends. Okay, so I'll leave it right there. I'll leave it right there. And
all right.
And I mean, I hope that your experience is as good as mine. It's as good as you're going to make it. How's that?
Right.
It's on you.
Yeah, pretty much with every interview.
Yeah, it's on you. It's on you. So, good luck and keep me posted. I think I'm doing something with them tomorrow night.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow's Friday, right?
Yes.
Today's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, I'm doing a live show with them tomorrow.
Cool.
And just like everything else, let me know day of the show. Give me a couple of names, and we're good. So, and I think we're doing a 2 or 3 hour live special tomorrow night, and I think it's with it's me, Roger Richards, and Richard Dolan, I think, tomorrow night. And we may, I think it's going to broadcast, I think we're going to do a simulcast, so it'll fly back here on a few of my networks that we go out to. So more on the particulars tomorrow, but it will probably, I'm pretty sure that we'll have it live on YouTube here. And then, of course, on their network and everywhere that they spread it out to as well. But I think it's pretty cool that that we'll be able to tap into their feed, their stream. And I think I'm hosting it. Okay, the reason why I say I think, maybe Roger's hosting and I'm just along for the ride. Maybe I'm hosting and Roger's along for the ride. Richard Dolan's going to be, our guest. So I don't know about the pecking order, right? I mean, Roger's the director, man. As far as I'm concerned, he's the boss. So whatever he needs me to do, I will be doing it with them tomorrow night. And I'm not trying to be cavalier or nonchalant about it. I know what's going on, but I think that they want it to be an open conversation and a little bit free form. So maybe I'll open the show and just hand off the keys to the car and let those two guys run with it. I don't know, but we're going to do it tomorrow night, and it'll be live here on the Fade to Black YouTube channel. It'll be, you can go to Aaron, you can go to their website, it's there, and I will have links up in social media tomorrow, and I'll let everybody know what's going on. Okay, fair enough?
Yeah, and I'm looking at the website right now, and it's got like a few documentaries on it. Is this thing about to blow up? Like, what's their whole goal?
Well,
like, what's the goal? Is it kind of like a Netflix for documentaries? Like, what's their main like take on it?
But see, you're asking me about a company that I don't own. So what their goals are and things. I think an overall way to look at their approach is they would like to continue to develop pictures, because they've done 5-6 films now, and venture into a TV series, and also have an open forum and platform for everybody to go and discuss and hang out, and then an opportunity to have live streaming panel discussions there with leaders of not only the UFO and disclosure community, but just artists in general. Actors, musicians, painters, sculptors, scientists, free thinkers, astronomers. Just bright minds from society, where they can get together and have these open conversations and just see where the conversations go on a broad range of topics that all are instrumental in having a community that not, you could say disclosure, but it's not that. It's the ability to openly connect the minds of the world. Right, and just get everybody on the same page, where we're open to discovery and knowledge, and move this planet forward in a direction that it needs to go into, and there you go, and so again, this isn't my company, but I think that is an approach to things. And when you talk to Roger he's been a guest on this show, so you can go and listen to the 2 or 3 interviews I've done with Roger over the years, and I've known him for a very long time. Dude is one of the smartest people that I have ever been around. He's also one of the kindest people, just kind, and it does nothing but his goal is to make this world a better place. Whether it's slave labor in the Himalayas, right? Women's rights in India, or disclosure here in the United States, and just things, moving humanity forward, so we can love one another. And I think that's Roger's goal, and he is willing to beat the drum and move forward as an activist. And to get this stuff out and open into the public so we can talk about it. So, and I know I'm speaking in generalities, but you have to with something this big in scope. And there you go. If somebody's going to organize a march on Washington, 1 million people, and get people just fired, it's Roger's the guy. That's his goal. And if Orrin can be part of that platform and a vehicle for that, I think that's ultimately what the vision is. So good luck to you, Josh. And like I said, it's only going to be as good of an experience as you make it. Bring your best.
Yeah, just like all my other interviews.
Well, you got to bring your best.
InfoWars, I've done Coast to Coast, and yeah, it's all about how you bring it. So I really appreciate the advice, and I really appreciate your take on all this. And yeah, I really hope it turns out good. And it's just something that, you know, I just really hope that develops into something bigger. Because I'm looking at the website, it looks really cool. They got people on there who have been on some really cool shows.
Yeah,
you know?
they have the right people, the right minds, huge support staff that is driving all of this. It's not just a couple of people, very, very, very talented artisans and thinkers and technical people. It's just a great team, and there you go. But again, I have no affiliation. You know, I don't own it. I have nothing. You know, I am just a friend, and they need me to come in and host and do some stuff for them. I'm more than happy to be that guy, because I think it's a great positive thing that they are doing over there. So good luck to you, Josh. Enjoy the rest of your night, my man. Jimmy. Thank you, man. And it's time to fade to black. Yeah, when it comes to you know, I don't have an opinion on, you know, it's not mine. You know, I can't answer for them. What do I think? Is it going to be great? That's all on you. Like anything, when it comes to films and filmmaking and doing stuff like that, it's only as good as you make it, man. That's it. If you have a talented camera crew and lighting and set design and a great director, and you've got titling and graphics and all that's great, but you're not on point, then neither is you. You know, just bring your best, and it is going to be only as good as you make it, because they're going to capture it. That's the thing. They're going to. So whatever it is, it's going to get captured. So just bring your best. And that advice goes with just about anything. Let's see who's up next. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
Jerry, this is Pat Strait. How you doing?
Hi, Pat. How are you tonight, man? What's going on?
Yeah, that's funny. 2 Pats in a row, huh?
Yeah, 2 Pats in a row. No doubt.
Yeah.
So what's on your mind tonight, Pat?
I admit, I was sitting here, I had a shot at Jack.
Anyway. Good for you, man. Good for you. Good for you. What's on your mind tonight, Pat?
Well, I was just sitting here stringing my my acoustic, and the pet came out and slapped me in the kisser. So I was just listening. Oh, last time I talked to you, I said about putting a good doctor in the back of a F-18 and let him go out on maneuvers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but my question is, just come to me. It says, you said he was under Carl Sagan's wing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, couldn't this be a ploy? Maybe a ploy. He knows more than what he's telling, or like you said, you think he got lost in his.
Yeah, it's a combination of a bunch of things, Pat, and I appreciate you pointing that out. And this is the deal. There's no doubt, man. You go to school, you're learning physics and math and astronomy and all of that, and you go through the education system and you get your degrees. You're working on algorithms and physics, and you're trying to figure stuff out and trying to get stuff into the laboratory, and you do. Okay. I don't think, I could be wrong, but I'm just going to say it like this. I don't think that Neil deGrasse Tyson has walked into a laboratory setting and picked up a marker and started writing out equations on a whiteboard and worked on something for a few years. He hasn't done that. He hasn't done that since he was 22. And that's the truth. So now he's a rock star, and he's filming and he's speaking and he's writing books and he's appearing on television and he's doing all of these things. He doesn't theoretically physics anything anymore. He hasn't done that in a long time. And that's it. So, yeah, he's lost sight of that, of all of those things. So, that's my take. I don't think I'm wrong. And there's a lot of rock stars out there, a lot of rock star scientists right now that are doing the same thing. And there's other rock star scientists that are still teaching in school. They're still working full time. They're still on faculty. They're still teaching, and and that's their job. They're still writing books, and they're out there speaking, and maybe they're doing a podcast and all of that. But they're still working on stuff, and they are still trying to. Brian Greene in string theory, and Sean Carroll teaches at Caltech, and Michio Kaku teaches at Columbia, and Robert Schock is teaching at Boston University. These guys are rock stars, but they're still working. And then there's others out there that would rather, just go on the speaking circuit, write books, make TV shows, and haven't done anything in a long time. So there you go. Pat, enjoy your weekend, man, and happy holidays. Thank you for the phone call.
Okay. Take it easy.
Yeah, you too. Fade to black. And that's really the truth, man. There are some rock star physicists out there, man, that have even lost their jobs lately, and just kind of went down the wrong road, and I'm not going to say any names, but you just got to be careful. You got to be careful. Let's see who's up next. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
This is Robin. Hi, Jimmy.
Who's this?
Robin.
Hey, Robin, take me off speaker.
Oh, I'm on Bluetooth. Okay, hold on. Sorry.
Okay, well, Bluetooth. Okay. Hey, Robin, you're live on the air, so you got to do this faster. How are you, Robin? Happy holidays.
Oh, thank you. Happy holidays.
What's cracking?
I'm working so hard.
What's on your mind?
Oh, you had that interview with that gentleman. I think he lived in Nevada. Remember, he procreated with that cat woman and that other creature on the spaceship? Didn't he write a book? What was his name?
Oh, the cat woman. No, that was Texas. That was Ronnie Dawson.
Are you there?
Oh, I'm sorry. I muted the wrong thing. I said that was Ronnie Dawson out of Texas. Are you there?
I am here.
Okay. That was Ronnie Dawson out of Texas.
Oh, that's all I needed to know, Jimmy. Love you. Love your show.
Okay. That was the cat woman. That was the cat
Yeah.
woman. The 16-inch schlong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you want to know, Robin. I got you figured out.
Oh, no.
It's a very big chapter of the book.
Oh. Well, my brother thought he was abducted and came in contact with one of them.
I don't think he was. I don't think he was abducted. They came into his room.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah. I don't think he. I would have to go back and think about that. Well, go listen to the show, Ronnie Dawson. I did it about 6 months ago, and he's a great guy.
Wonderful.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Go and check that show out. And very interesting and very detailed experience that he went through. He was an oil field worker there in Texas.
That's what it was.
Yeah, Brownsburg, I think. I could have that wrong. Bloomfield, Brownsburgs, outside of Galveston. I could be totally wrong. Hold on for a second. Let's see. No, I'm just going to look this up with you, Robin. See, there's a new thing out right now. I think it's going to be big someday. It's called the internet. And so what you can do, now check this out. I know you're going to flip out, but on the internet, you can look up anything. And so right now I'm going to look up Galveston, Texas, right? Galveston, Texas. Right. Okay. So when you look up Galveston, Texas, then you can actually do this on this. It's a program called Googla. And so you go there and then you can click. They have maps. I'm not kidding. I know you think I'm making this up and you're like, no, Jimmy, this isn't real, but it's real. And so you can go, and I'm looking around now. I'm checking out Galveston and I'm looking for, so that's not, I don't think that was it. Okay, so what was the other city I said? Brownsburg? Is that right? Okay, so let's see.
Yes.
Brownsville, Texas. Let's see. Let me see what happens here. Is that... Yeah, that looks like I think it's Brownsville. I think that's where, the oil fields along the coast there. But I could be wrong. Mm-hmm. It could be another city. I don't know. Go and listen to it. I think it's Brownsville, though. Ronnie, if you're listening.
Jimmy?
Yes.
You're never wrong in my eyes.
Oh, stop, Robin. Have a great weekend.
You stop.
Have a great weekend. Happy holidays. It's Ronnie Dawson, and that is the Catwoman, the Catwoman soiree. I'm just going to say soiree, okay? Fair enough?
Thank you.
I'll talk to you. Have a great weekend.
Best to you.
You too, Robin. Thank you
too,
so
dear.
much. That's it's time to fade to black. That's a great phone call right there. This is Fade to Black. I'm your Jimmy Church. Thursday night, Fadernight Open-Lines all night long. That's right. Ronnie Dawson. I'll be right back after this short break. Stay with us.
Hi everybody, this is Rob Halford, the Metal Guard on JimmyChurchRadio.com.
Your 1 million gigawatt paranormal powerhouse. KUNX-DB. The X.
Are you ready to read about true paranormal events? UNX Media publishes nonfiction books about UFOs, ghosts and haunted places, time anomalies, cryptid creatures, and more. Just like KUNX-DB Radio, it's all about unexplained phenomena. Visit www.unxmedia.com to see our list of great book titles by Debbie Ziegelmeyer, Gene Walker, Devin Listrom, Wayne Lawrence, Bill Spicer, and yours truly, Margie Kay. That's unxmedia.com.
Why is it we're not very good with our health regimen until it's too late? We don't put oil in the car until the engine blows up. When the body's out of balance, your health is not so good. Give your body some love. Log on to wtih.com. That's wtih.com. Try our Life Change Tea, which cleanses you from harmful intruders. A clean colon is one of the ways to bring the body in balance. We also carry organic supplements to help you get where you need to go. So do your body a favor. Log on to wtih.com. That's wtih.com. You can even visit our sales page to save some dough. Does anybody call money dough anymore? Anyway, if you're looking for short, helpful health tips, go to YouTube and punch in Health Matters Now. That's Health Matters Now. So, log on to wtih.com, shop, get balanced, then learn some cool tips at Health Matters Now. You'll be glad you did. That's wtih.com.
This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black, and I only drink Fade to Black blend coffee from Rivermoon. Just click on the Rivermoon Coffee banner at jimmychurchradio.com. Promo code F2B Blend.
This is the only way forward.
This is Fade to Black. Make contact.
When you're in the house for longer periods of time, you can see them flying or running across the floor. Ooh, yuck. They're unhealthy, gross, and disgusting. Bugs. I loathe bugs. We keep a clean home, but occasionally bugs show up. Well, I found something that is tougher than bugs. Orange Guard. On contact, it kills hidden bugs, including ants, roaches, and fleas. Plus, Orange Guard is a residual repellent. All of the ingredients of Orange Guard are on the FDA generally recognized as safe list. Orange Guard may be used around food, humans, and pets. It comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Orange Guard. Available at orangeguard.com, Whole Foods, and Ace Hardware.
Gold loves chaos. uncertainty, and disarray. History shows us what gold does when people aren't sure about the government, the stock market, their jobs, or their retirement savings. Our national debt is skyrocketing. Gold and other precious metals are a defense measure against inflation and a stock market that might take years to recover. So what can you do right now to protect yourself? Call United Gold Group. We offer gold and other precious metals delivered securely within 72 hours. Are you worried about the stock market? We can also help you set up a real gold or silver IRA or a 401k. Safe and secure. United Gold Group makes gold ownership affordable. Call now and get up to $2,500 in free gold or silver with a qualified IRA. Call 800-753-8534. That's 800-753-8534 or visit UnitedGoldGroup.com.
You want to know a secret? I love ponies. I really love ponies. I'm serious. I couldn't stay sane without ponies to brush.
Why fade to black? Because you never got that pony, damn it.
This is Fade to Black with Jimmy Church on the Game Changer Radio Network.
Welcome back, Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. Yeah, I left the camera on purpose. Thought you'd enjoy watching what I do. Answer the phones during the break. Vaping. Hey, Ron. That's what I'm talking about. It's Thursday night. It is Fadernight Open-Lines all night long. I'm in a great mood. It's the holiday season. The holiday season. Yeah, man. And let's see. Well, we're taking calls tonight. Should I just go to another caller? I'm really enjoying the Neil deGrasse Tyson tweets. You guys, man. You guys are not kind. You're not kind. What was this? Hold on. I'm going to go back. I got to read this. It was right here. This tweet from Neil deGrasse Tyson yesterday. Now, 37,109 likes, right? 3,595 retweets for this gem. This is what he tweeted. This is a physicist. In a mirror, you can kiss yourself only on the lips. That's his tweet. He believes this stuff. And that's right there is my point. That he's got people that go, wow, man, wow, I got to think about that. You're wrong. That is just fundamentally wrong on every level. There's nothing correct about that tweet. That's it. Now, you could take out the word only, and you've got a correct tweet. In a mirror, you can kiss yourself on the lips. That's a correct, that right there. Can't argue with that. Only? No. On a mirror, not in a mirror, on a mirror. See, he's not thinking. He's not that smart, man. Not that smart, Neil. No. Let's go back to the phones. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
This is Heather Ann from Alberta.
Heather Ann from Alberta. Okay, Heather Ann,
yeah.
Give it to me. Prove to me that you're from Canada right now. What would you do to prove to me you're from Canada?
Well, for number one, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving in November. It's October.
Okay. All right. And your accent's almost there. What is your favorite coffee place?
I like McDonald's, but most people like Tim Hortons.
Yeah, Tim Hortons. Okay, all right. Okay, that's pretty good. You're getting pretty close. Okay, enough of the quizzing. How you doing, Heather? What's going on tonight?
Great. I got a story for you, actually. It happened a few years ago.
Okay.
But, yeah. And, like I'm not into, partying, doing drugs or anything. So I'm a little eccentric, but whatever.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, I'm on my way from Edmonton to small town up north called Grand Prairie.
Uh-huh.
And in Alberta. And taking a bus, and it stops by the BC border, right? So I take the bus quite a bit. I notice a pale man. He gets on the bus. He has big blue eyes, blonde hair, about maybe over 6 feet because he had to bend to get in. So I'm sitting down. Person comes with their child, wants to sit down. So I'm look over hey, can I sit here? Kind of nods. Okay. So I'm sitting there, and he's just kind of stoic, and I just kind of say to him, hey, what's your name? He's like, oh, I'm not from here. I'm like, okay. He's just kind of looking out the window and stuff. We continue on, and then he turns to me and says, yeah, I don't usually talk to people, but I'm pretty sure you'd understand. I'm like, okay. So he said, a long time ago, there was these dark forces that were at play. I lost a brother, but we're winning that war now. And, I've always kind of been like an empath. And my sister and I used to kind of talk together. She didn't speak in complete sentences until she was 5 because she never had to. She'd point to something and I'd understand. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, that's a bit strange, but, I'm open. And then we come to the transfer point for Dawson's Creek going to BC. And then when he gets up, I try to shake his hand, and he's like, oh, I don't usually like to be touched. I'm like, okay. But when I accidentally brushed his arm, I got this jolt of electricity, and it felt like a 60-watt light bulb. Mm-hmm. So he goes outside, and I'm like, okay, well, I want to get this guy's name. This was a really interesting character. And because, when he was talking, it was almost like we were having this telepathic conversation. I go, he takes maybe 10 steps and then turns around, and I look, and he's gone. Literally vanished in front of my face. What? And years later, I've had, gone. Literally gone.
Okay.
And years later, I've had dreams of this cave, near sort of the border between Alberta and BC. Up north, there's kind of these mountainous area. It's not the Rockies, but yeah. And I've actually seen caves and stuff in my dreams with him and other people. So I don't know whether he was some alien or whatever, but it was the most bizarre thing.
And you've never forgotten this guy.
Well, that was the thing. I forgot about it, and then came back to me in a dream last year. I'm like, that is so strange. And then I started listening to your show a couple years ago, and then I've been meaning to call in, but it's just oh, that's so strange. If anybody would understand, I'm sure the Faders would.
Okay. Heather Ann, stay with me for a second. When you say vanished, in front, are you saying that he was standing in front of you and disappeared, or you turned around and he was gone?
No, so he walked out the bus, I chased after him, and then I saw him walking, and he walked about 10 more paces, turned around, and when he was turning around and I saw standing face to face, we were about maybe, I don't know, a couple meters or whatever. Now, I'm Canadian.
Yeah, right,
yeah.
Right.
And literally, he just vanished.
In front of your eyes.
Yeah, literally. I didn't blink. And then
wow. Okay, Heather Ann, this is crazy talk, right?
It totally is.
Yeah.
I
love this.
I've also seen somebody shapeshift in front of me when I'm walking by the university in Edmonton.
Okay,
literally shapeshift.
Okay, hold on. I'm not going to let the shapeshift get away from me. What do you to say? Have you shared this with other people? It's one thing to call onto the show, right? Okay. You're sharing this. I love it. It's a great experience. Something strange happened, no doubt. But have you shared this with with friends or family, people that you know?
My friends and family think I'm bizarre anyways. I shared it with an ex of mine that had some military experience, and he was pretty open-minded, but, and had traveled around the world, California. He used to live there. So he was open to it, but my friends and family, I don't talk to them about anything.
Right. That's a great story. Okay, who shapeshifted? What happened?
Well, that was another time when I was walking down close to White Avenue, down by the University of Alberta. I was walking down almost to the campus, and I saw this guy, and his face turned into almost like a reptile face, and then flashed back. And it was kind of it kind of almost had like pixely stuff in it. That was weird.
So did he see you
and
looking? Did he see you looking at him?
Yeah, he did. And then as soon as he saw me, it kind of glitched back.
Ah, so you busted
him. Kind of looked like, how it gets all like pixely and stuff. It looked like I was looking at like a TV screen.
Yeah, I haven't had anybody shapeshift in front of me. I've had many friends tell me their experiences, but I haven't had that happen yet. I'm not so sure what I would do. I mean, did you freak out? I mean, what?
I pretty much just said in my mind, "Leave me alone."
Right.
And they went running.
So,
I basically just looked at them. I'm like, "Leave me alone."
Right.
You're not going to get me. Like.
So when you hear others out there, the David Ickes of the world, and other researchers talking about the reptilian overlords that are running this planet, you probably are listening to them a little bit differently than everybody else does.
Well, the thing is I know evil exists, but the thing is I don't give into it. That's the thing. The thing is that I truly believe in light and love, and would rather be giving into good. Mm-hmm. So I really don't prescribe, and then it doesn't affect me.
Right. Okay, but what about Trudeau? He's definitely a reptilian overlord.
I really don't want to speak about that man.
See? You know what's weird? Let me tell you something about Justin. Okay, can we talk about him for a second? I don't do politics on the show. I don't do it. And but he affects people. He really does. Now, but I want to go back
because he's banking on his father's name.
Okay. And wouldn't you? Right? If you're Justin. Okay. All right. So I'm not going to hold that against him necessarily. But I want to back up. Let's go back to the old Justin. Okay? That guy I thought was pretty cool. Got the leather jacket on, young, good looking, just got life by the tail. And that image that he had back then, right? How did he screw that up? He managed to screw. I mean,
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
He should have gone into the entertainment business like Brian Mulroney's son did.
Right.
Honestly.
Yep.
Honestly, it would have been better for him.
Yep.
Because he's just banking on. People get so frustrated with him because he's literally banking everything and going on holidays, and I prefer not to speak about that man.
Yeah, I know. He's polarizing.
And I have a poli-sci degree, so I do understand it.
But
people ask me what my opinion is on politics, and I say I don't have an opinion.
Yeah. You always remember, when you meet somebody, you get to know somebody or whatever, and like Justin, for example, you only know their representative. You don't know the real person. So if he would have just stayed Justin and gone into whatever, like you said, entertainment, he would have been, and you would have never known or cared about who he really was. But you get into politics, and you need to now not only be in public, but you're making decisions for the public, and your personality starts to come through, and that's what's freaking people out.
Yeah. Unfortunately, in Canada, we don't have fixed terms. So he could be there for 10 years, and the West, like half of Canada can vote one way, and like they have in the last 2 elections, and he can still get in.
Yeah. How long has he been PM?
And he has more. Pardon me?
How long has he been PM?
2 terms now.
Yeah, 2 terms. How long are your terms up there? I know nothing about Canada.
Whatever they call them. Whenever the Governor General calls them.
Oh, really? Okay, let's see. He has been since 2015, 6 years.
Chrétien was 11, I believe.
Okay, so there you go. Okay. He assumed office November 4th, 2015. How old is he? Hold on. This is going to be the other. Hold on a minute. How old is Justin? Let me get his birth date here. I don't know. I'm just curious.
I still like.
Let's see here. Why can't I find his birth date? Oh, he's 49?
Because nobody cares.
He was born in 1971, so he became prime minister when he was 43? Wow.
Yeah, pretty young.
Yeah, that's real young. He's a kid. Yeah. Wow.
Like, I mean, his father actually helped a lot with our Canadian Constitution and the no fault divorce clause and the Bilingual Act, which was good because there was the FLQ crisis where Quebec was running rampant and wanted to separate from Canada. So that's why people hold him in such high regard. But the fact that the person cannot speak English when he goes to the United States, I find is very offensive.
Well,
like he's in your country. Why speak? You know English?
Yeah. Well, a good-looking guy, 43. He probably just should have stayed out of politics, but there you go. I mean, what was his dad's name? Pierre, right?
Pierre.
Yeah, Pierre.
Yeah. He's passed away now.
I know nothing about his dad. You know what's bad? Oh, okay, we'll put politics.
His dad went to Harvard, I believe.
This is the deal. Canada knows a lot about the United States, right? But the general people down here in the United States, we know nothing about Canada. We know nothing.
Well, it's because
we know nothing.
Well, your media influence. Yeah, your media alone influences our pop culture so much. And having cable here is having basically your basic cable here for the longest time was NBC, CBS, ABC, Fox, which is like your normal channels.
Right, and we get zero Canadian television unless it's the Stanley Cup or something. But we not being serious too.
Yeah,
I mean we know nothing about Canada. Yeah. Nothing at all.
Up until they had fiber optics and stuff when there was a lot more channels like HBO and all that kind of. But yeah, for the longest time, it was your primary channels that we got for cable.
All we know about Canada, we know 3 things: Wayne Gretzky, Celine Dion, and the little blonde kid. What's his name?
Oh, Justin Bieber.
See, there you go. That's all we know about Canada. That's about
but you see, they choose to live in your country because it's so nice there.
Yeah,
it's winter. It's freezing. I can't even tell you what the temperature is here because we use Celsius.
You know what? Yeah. I'll say this before I let you go, Heather. I used to go to Canada a lot, and some of my best times, my best memories, are at different city. My trips to Canada. I mean, from Vancouver and Kelowna over to Edmonton and Calgary, all of Alberta. I haven't been to Grand Pierre or Grand Prairie. Haven't been there. I know it's on the border there with BC. It's way north, man. It's in the middle of nowhere. I know where it is. But
the Rockies are beautiful.
I've been all through Saskatchewan. And heading east, of course, Toronto and Ontario and through all of that. Yeah. So I just love Canada. I love Canada. The people are wonderful, beautiful people.
You got to do.
What's that?
The Rockies, the Rocky Mountains, Jasper, Banff's got to do it.
No, I haven't been there. Flown over it.
Absolutely beautiful. The mountains are higher than Colorado.
Yeah. No doubt. Heather Ann, enjoy your weekend, and thank you for the phone call.
Thank you. You have a good one. Fade to black, and my sympathies are with you, Jimmy.
Yeah, right on. Thank you so much, Heather Ann. And shapeshifter disappearing aliens in Alberta. And there you go. All right. Let's see who is up next. Let's go here. Everybody has been on hold for a very long time. Sorry, but I'm going to come straight back to you. I promise. I've just got to do this and put this on hold. That was my mistake, and I apologize for that. Somebody was just in going, I got in. No, I didn't. I was there. No, I wasn't. But now you're back. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
This is Kenneth Pass.
Hi, Kenneth Pass. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Where are you calling from, Kenneth?
Tennessee.
Right on. What's on your mind tonight?
Well, I want to let you know what happened.
What happened?
In 1981, I was abducted off of a 50-mile hike in Mendocino County, California, with 6 other people. I was just a kid. And received the usual implants. And, well, we were taken back in time.
All 6 of you? Are you saying, so I'm understanding, you plus 6, so 7?
Yeah, 4 kids, 3 adults.
So what happened? And this was in Mendocino?
Yeah, Mendocino County, California.
1981. What city?
Well, we were at a summer camp for kids. Called Camp Mendocino. It's a Boys and Girls Club summer camp.
Okay.
And I went on to an activity called a 50-mile hike, an extended stay of a 50-mile hike.
Mm-hmm.
And we were abducted off of our 50-mile hike on our first night out.
So what happened?
And, well, we received implants. We were taken all around through history.
Okay, abducted by aliens?
Yeah.
Okay.
I even got pictures of them.
You got pictures of the aliens?
Yeah, I got pictures of the aliens. I got pictures of the craft.
What?
I'm recorded on petroglyphs. I'm recorded over a church in Transylvania in the 14th century. I'm recorded in the Second Ming Dynasty, and here in what is now called America over 10,000 years ago and over 800 million years ago.
So, okay, hold on, Kenneth. I got questions, and I want to get this in before the break. So you're saying that you were taken aboard a craft, you, 3 other kids, 4 kids, 3 adults, 7 of you total, and not only abducted in implants, but you were taking backwards and forwards in time to go and see things.
Well, yeah, we were helping out. This was also before the Great Flooding of Earth. I was in the underground city, what is called the Grand Canyon.
Mm-hmm.
There were many people from different lands there. There were Egyptian. The Buddha was there. He was a teenager then. And Thoth was there. Many elders had many different tablets, some made of jade, some made of stone, some made of paper wood, some animal skin. But they all had words on it. And also the Ark of the Covenant was there. And I also got to help carry it out of the underground city after the Great Flooding of Earth.
How old were you?
11.
You were 11. How long did this abduction last? So you're on a 50-mile hike, right? So that's going to take a few days, right? So you got to go and you got to come back. How long were you guys out and about doing this traveling?
A couple of years.
And then, but everybody back at the Mendocino Boys and Girls Club, they only thought you were gone for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Wow. So how does that work? I mean,
well, you ever heard of the Hopi prophecy called the True White Brother of the Bahana?
I haven't, but we don't have enough time to get into that now, Kenneth. Not a problem.
Okay.
But what I'm getting at is your experience was a couple of years, but for everybody else, when you got back, it was just a couple of hours or a day.
Yeah. Wow. And plus, I found something quite interesting about the Phoenix Lights. I found an extraterrestrial looking at everybody. It's on my YouTube, Kenneth Pass on my YouTube.
Okay.
That's where all my information is.
Okay, so you have pictures of ET. You have pictures of the craft from 1981. Yeah. I've just got a couple of minutes, Kenneth. I just want to. I want to ask you, what did the craft look like?
It's a black flower petal pattern craft. It's the same craft that's above the church in Transylvania in the 14th century. It's the same craft that's recorded on money. It's the same craft that's recorded over Jesus. It's the same craft all through history. I was actually a pilot driving the craft, pushing the buttons. I was just a little kid. I was connected into the collective.
Huh.
I had implants.
And have you had contact since then?
Oh, yeah. I even through the military, too. They asked me, and I remember distinctly sitting down at the desk, drugged up, beyond my recognition, beyond almost incoherent. And they asked me, so what did they tell you?
And
I'm looking around and I'm mumbling. And I'm not really aware of where I am, but all I see is this white man doctor in a white lab coat and a woman slapping down some paperwork in front of me. And that's basically all I remember, and I'm blacked out.
Huh. And your YouTube channel is Kenneth Pass on YouTube?
Yeah.
P-A-S-S. P-A-S-S. All right, I'm going to check it out, Kenneth. Very interesting. Very interesting. Give me a call.
I've been here for a very, very, very long time.
Listening to the show on hold?
No, here on Earth.
Oh, you've been here on Earth for a very long time.
Yeah, I've been watching humanity grow into the species that it is today from the very beginning.
Well, I'm going to go check out the YouTube channel. What I want you to do, Kenneth, is come back and visit me on another Thursday, and we'll have another conversation. Will you do that for me?
Sure will. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Kenneth. Great phone call. Happy holidays, man, and enjoy your weekend.
You too, brother.
Yeah, thank you so much. And, I'm going to check. So somebody, one of you Fadernauts, chased down his website and posted up for me so I can swing back to it. Okay? All right. I got to take a break. I will do that right now. This is Fade to Black. I am your host, Jimmy Church. Great night on the show. It's always great. Thursday nights, Fader nights, the beginning of December. It's getting cold outside. It's the holidays. Guinness Extra Stout. Chilled shot of vodka. Chicken wings. You know my secret. This is Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. I'll be right back. Stay with us.
Listening to Jimmy Church and Fade to Black on the X.
Hey, what up, y'all? It's your girl Vivica Fox here, and you are listening to my boy, Jimmy Church, on JimmyChurchRadio.com.
Despite popular opinion, reading a book will not make you smarter.
But listening to Jimmy Church will.
This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black, and I take Life Change Tea supplements every single day. It's what I do. Click on their banner at jimmychurchradio.com.
Are you ready to read about true paranormal events? UNX Media publishes nonfiction books about UFOs, ghosts and haunted places, time anomalies, cryptid creatures, and more. Just like KUNXDB Radio, it's all about unexplained phenomena. Visit www.unxmedia.com to see our list of great book titles by Debbie Ziegelmeyer, Gene Walker, Devin Listrom, Wayne Lawrence, Bill Spicer, and yours truly, Margie Kay. That's unxmedia.com.
When you take the beans from Central America with dashes of Indonesian and African mixed in and then roast it to the dark side of Fade to Black, you create the ultimate brew of fringe. Introducing the Fade to Black blend from Rivermoon Coffee. Yes, Rivermoon's darkest customized roast was created for the love of Fade to Black. The alchemy of masterful roasting and smoking the beans is in every sip of this full-bodied, dark Java. I need my coffee dark, deep, with distinct bittersweet chocolate highlights, just like the bunker. Leaning further into the darkness of the roast is Fade to Black blend from Rivermoon Coffee. Just click on the banner at jimmychurchradio.com and use the promo code F2B Blend for 15% off of your order today.
This is Billy Carson with ForbiddenKnowledge.tv. Forbidden Knowledge TV has just reached its 1-year anniversary. That's right, 1 year. And as a show of appreciation, we are giving all new subscribers a free 30-day trial of ForbiddenKnowledge.tv. That's 30 days to binge watch thousands of movies, documentaries, conferences, workshops, lectures, yoga classes, meditation courses, and so much more. So log on to ForbiddenKnowledge.tv from your computer or mobile device, or get the Forbidden Knowledge TV app on Apple TV, Roku, Amazon, iTunes, or Google Play today, and use coupon code 30 days free. That's coupon code 30 days free on ForbiddenKnowledge.tv today.
Are you intrigued by Paranormal Talk Radio? You'll love the new Paranormal Radio app from TalkStream Live. You'll find a great selection of talk shows covering UFOs, ghosts, strange phenomena, and much more. Download the Paranormal Radio app now and start listening to the very best in paranormal talk entertainment, including the network you're listening to right now, the Paranormal Radio app, free in Google Play and the iOS App Store.
Erica, Brittany, Gabby, and you're listening to JimmyChurchRadio.com.
It's not a lifestyle we chose. We were born this way.
This is KJCR at JimmyChurchRadio.com.
Welcome back, Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. How you doing? It's Thursday night. It's Fadernight. Open lines all night long. Man, Kurt James stopped by today and with his buddy Paul, and very cool to hang out with Kurt. Hadn't seen him in such a long time. Such a great player, but very cool, very cool. And if you're listening, Kurt, I'm just looking at some of the pictures that we took today, and they are just cool. I can't post them all, but some of these are really, really, really good. Really good. He posted a picture of it was him, Steve Vai, and Yngwie, the three of them. They're I don't know where they're in a bar or something, but it's the three back before selfies, right? So to take a picture like that, somebody's there with a camera. This is back in probably the 80s. But those three guys standing together taking a pick like that is just incredible. But that's the kind of player he is. He's hanging out with those two cats. So anyway, Kurt, it was really great seeing you today. And so there you go. It is Thursday night. It is Fader night. It is open lines all night long. And taking phone calls. And let's see who is up next. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
It's Mitch from Perth again. How are you?
It's who?
Mitchell from Perth. I called you yesterday about Gympie Pyramid.
You called me yes. Oh, how are you, man?
Good, man. I was the one that had the police chasing me, like, in the background.
Yeah. No, I remember. Perth, Australia. Yes, of course.
That's the one.
Yeah, absolutely. How you doing, man?
Yeah, hey, good, man. It's hot. It's like 35 degrees Celsius.
So that's hot. That's hot. I don't even know what 35
it's about
degrees.
Normal.
Yeah, I have no idea what that even means in in North American. I have no idea. I don't even know what kilometers is. I don't. When somebody says, you
guys like being confusing, uses inches and pounds and like.
Yeah,
like,
I'm cool with the meter because I know 100 meters is pretty close to 100 yards. Close enough, right? But 100 kilometers is what is that? Is that 50 miles? See, nobody knows. Okay,
hello?
I'm here. Yeah. Hold on. 100 kilometers in miles. Okay, just so.
60 something.
62 miles.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to go with 50. I'm going to go with 50 and throw me in the ballpark. That's how stupid Americans are. I'm a perfect example of we just don't give a crap. We just don't give a crap. We don't. We really don't.
No, like
everything is in our.
People that use that measurement in Australia are drug dealers.
You're probably right. But see, the thing is that we just think it's all about us. And everybody knows that. The rest of the world knows that, and everybody here in the United States knows that. We barely know that there's another planet out there. And that's wrong. And that's why I tell everybody, if you get the chance, go and experience the world.
It's awesome here. You know, we're the most isolated capital city in the world.
I would say that because nobody even knows where Perth is. So you keep that secret to yourself. So Perth is on the west side of Australia.
I think our state alone, our state, if we like separated from the rest of Australia, would be in like the top 10 biggest countries, and that's just our state.
I remember I went out to dinner with this businessman from Perth, and I'm not going to say his name, but you probably would know who he is. Anyway, so we're at this restaurant in Hollywood, in Los Angeles, and we're sitting there talking, and he said one thing to me that was absolutely strange. Now, I want you to tell me if it's true. He said, people from Perth are only from Perth. We don't claim we are totally different from everybody else in Australia. Perth is all by itself. We have our own culture, our own way of doing things. The rest of Australia
That's 100% correct.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said it's pretty crazy in Perth too. And this is an older guy, right? This is a guy in his 60s, a successful businessman. But he's like, man, it's wonderful in Perth, man. People are crazy. We just do our own thing, and we don't listen to anybody else, and that's it, and that's Perth. And I was like,
right, if you love surfing and traveling, our state is awesome.
yeah, and you're all by yourself. Nobody. I mean, to get to Perth, you've got to want to go to Perth. You don't drive through. Right, you're not in Melbourne or Sydney.
Yeah, but we also didn't have that the thing that's making us not go anywhere at the moment. Don't know if we can say the name online, but we only had 30 cases we've never gone into lockdown. So
the numbers in general for Australia are super low. And
yeah, and that's only on the East Coast as well.
Yeah. I mean,
we're lower than that.
When you consider you guys are a continent, first off, you may be a country, but you're a friggin' continent, right? And it's huge, and you guys got a pretty good sized population, and to have whatever 100,000 cases, and I remember my friends in Australia shooting me the emails and things and complaining about the severity of it, of the conditions of lockdown and stuff. But you guys, how many cases in Perth? Say that again.
I think our highest day was 30.
30.
Most days it's like 1 or 2.
30.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how many on my block in my neighborhood. So yeah.
Yeah, man. But even though when we had a 2-week lockdown, we still ran out of toilet paper. Everyone was like, man, what do I need to get? Toilet paper.
Right. Now, what about, let me ask you this. Had Ross Coulthard on the show, and I think he is absolutely, I was talking about him last night to you, and I think cool. He's a great dude. But he brought up, I want to ask you this, okay? And just give me a second here. He brought up, where is it at? He brought up that base that is up on that.
Oh, is that the one? Was that the one I was telling you about last night, Pine Gap?
No, Exmouth. And the base.
Oh yeah, that's another American base. Yeah.
The base is called the Naval Communication Harold Holt. The Naval Communications Harold E. Holt. And he brought that up in some of the UFO experiences that, and that's a very strange looking base. Now, it's a long way from Perth. It's not.
It is.
Hold on. I'm going to tell you.
Oh, that's in the middle of nowhere. I mean, but that they're I don't know why, but there's a lot of secretive bases around WA, up north, and as well as in the middle of Australia. Like I was saying to you when we had that footage of the UFO flying in from ISS, and that beam came up and it just went and shot off. That was from Pine Gap. So
right.
Yeah,
right.
It's interesting. There's a lot of weird stuff. That heaps of UFO activity. It's crazy.
Yeah. So Holt from you is about 600 miles north, and when you look at Australia in general, as big as it is, if you are going to have an isolated base that nobody is ever going to be able to get to, it would be there in Exmouth. I mean, that is that is seriously in the middle of nowhere.
Supposedly there's one near Geraldton as well. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what it's called. There's a place called Geraldton. But hey, so I wanted to ask you. You know how I was telling you about Gympie yesterday? Did you do any research on it?
I did. And okay. Now, I did a little bit of research into Gympie today. And now I need some clarification because I've read a few different things. So I'm a little confused. Did the government tear the pyramid down?
That's what I heard.
Yeah, and that's what I read. Now, why would the government go and remove a pyramid like that?
I've no idea, but it's weird, hey?
Yeah, because it was beautiful, and I looked I looked it up and read. Okay, so here's the deal: the Gympie Pyramid is a nickname for a site otherwise known as the Rocky Ridge or Djaki Kundu by the Kabi Kabi people. It consists of a rounded eastern end of a sandstone ridge and is located in the Tin Can Bay Road, some 5 kilometers northeast of the town of Gympie in Queensland, Australia. It included the ruins of 6 or 7 low terraces associated with early settlers. Modern scholars have debunked the idea, associated with a variety of popular theories asserting that the site was constructed by extraterrestrials, ancient Egyptians, Phoenicians, the Mayans, or that the Chinese built a pyramid on the site. There's a disputed claim as to the Aboriginal significance to the site. So now you go and you look at the pictures of Rocky Ridge where the original pyramid sat, and that the claims are the government went in and removed the pyramid. And this is an ancient archaeological site. Whoever built it, that doesn't matter. Why would the government go and remove this pyramid? And I looked at some of the older pictures of it, and it was big. It was beautiful.
It was massive. And there's also another site. I don't know what it's called. It's in New South Wales. So the one in New South Wales and Queensland, they both had hieroglyphics, like ancient hieroglyphics that they dated to like 4,000 years ago.
I'm looking at pictures, man. I'm looking at pictures of it. And it just, I can't figure it out. And there are all kinds of claims from people, from universities, archaeologists, and even the government themselves stepping in and disputing, denying the claim, but no clear statement about actually what went down. And I'm blown away.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm looking at...
There is a guy he'd probably be a really good person to have on the show, but I wouldn't have a clue how to contact him. But his name is Greg Sheehy. So Greg, Sheehy, I think, Sheehy.
Uh-huh.
And he's a psychic, and so he went to the site, and he was picking up all the old stones, and he reckons he had downloads. And he reckons what happened was they're erased from at least 4,000 years ago, and then they went up to Canada, and then they went to the North America, South America, all through the Pacific Islands, back down to New Zealand, and then back over to the east coast of Australia, which is pretty interesting.
Well, when you look at the old black and white pictures of this pyramid, it's not, first off, it's not small. It's big. And you look at the black and white pictures, that isn't something modern that somebody went in and hoaxed in 1900. I mean, that would have taken, decades to have built. There's no question about it. And so it looks...
But there's nothing left there now. Hey?
No, it's gone.
It's like it's all bush grown over, and it's completely gone.
Yeah, I went and looked at satellite pictures, and no, I researched it, man. I was really interested in this. And it's
crazy, hey?
Well, I'm just more confused as to all of these different conflicting reports about it. Right, and like I said,
I reckon you need to look into it because there's something there.
Yeah,
it's so weird.
Yeah, there is, and I'm going to continue to look into it. And I'm going to let everybody know it's Gympie, Gympie, and you can look it up. Gympie Pyramid. Go look at the pictures. There's a complete Wikipedia page about it. It's there. It's a fascinating story. It's a fascinating story, and I'm really glad I'd never heard of it.
I'm glad I brought it up with you. Yeah, because I always found it interesting, and no one talks about it. So
well, and I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can, man. Hey, listen, have a great weekend.
No, all good, man. I just wanted people to know that there's even pyramids in Australia and all around the world, and I believe something. It was just insane. There's history that we just don't even know or hear about.
And Australia is a big example of that. I'm trying to think of the movie. Was it The Right Stuff? There's a TV series. Anyway, it's like Gemini is orbiting, the Earth for the first time. I don't know if John Glenn or whoever it was, but they're orbiting. And the fireflies appeared around the space capsule while it was in orbit, but it was during an Aboriginal ceremony in Australia, which was next to the listening station, the radar dishes that were communicating.
Yeah,
and it's a crazy part of the movie, and I always loved it. And
that radio station's in Western Australia here. It's it was one of the main ones they used for that.
Yes. It was just a great part of the movie. Mitch, enjoy your weekend, my man. Thank you so much.
Man, you're a legend. Hey.
Stop it,
Take
man.
care, man.
You're a legend. Thank you, Mitch. And happy holidays. And Gympie, it's called the Gympie Pyramid. Okay, so just go and look it up. You can post on Twitter, share it with everybody. It's a very, very, very interesting story. And I did. I went and spent some time on that today. All right, I got time for maybe, man, I've got all these calls on hold. I'm just apologizing to everybody that's on hold. I'm looking at the clock. It's coming down. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
Oh, my name's Zach. How's it going, Jimmy?
It's going good, Zach. Where are you calling from?
Portland, Oregon.
All right, Portland. Right on. What's on your mind tonight?
So, I try to catch as many shows as possible. I just hope you haven't covered this yet. And if you have, I apologize. But there was an invisible species that Lou Elizondo mentioned in the GQ London interview. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Do you have any speculation as to what that's going to look like? Because I've actually waited on hold for an hour. I've just been so excited to talk to you about this. So I know you don't like to speculate too much, but do you have any ideas?
Well, I do. Okay, and it may not be what you think, Zach, but I want you to go with me on this. Okay. Have you seen the movie Forbidden Planet? It's from.
No, I haven't.
Okay,
what year was that?
Okay, 1957, 56. Hold on. Forbidden Planet, and I will tell you right now, that movie came out in Forbidden Planet. Come on, give it to me. 1956. Okay. Now, go and watch that movie. Okay, do it tonight after the show. Now, I'm sure you're a fan of science fiction film. Forbidden Planet, when you're done with it tonight, you're going to kick back and you're going to go, man, I love Jimmy Church. You're going to say that first. But the second thing you're going to say is this may be the greatest science fiction film ever made. And it's 1956. So now, but let me get to the point. First off, well made. It's in color. The story's great. Leslie Nielsen it's like his best role. Anyway, so it's about a crew on a flying saucer goes out to this planet to rescue a professor that has been living there with it and so they get there. I'm not going to give away the movie, but that's the mission, right? So they're going to this planet at some far-flung galaxy, whatever. Okay. So they arrive on this planet. But this is where the tie-in with Lou Elizondo, when you're asking me my opinion, this is what I think about. Yeah. They encounter monsters, but the monsters you can't see. Now, stay with me on this. Yeah. They're invisible. Now, they have this force field fence around the spaceship, and that's not that big of a deal. But when the monster hits this force field, it becomes illuminated for a second, and you see it for a split second, but then it disappears. Okay, so anyway, now you've got an invisible monster, right? Some interdimensional, crazy, invisible monster, and the hijinks ensue. But anyway, so back to my point. The monster itself, although I don't want to give a spoiler alert to this, but the interdimension, I'm not. But the interdimensionality aspect and how this monster is there and the way that it is presented in the movie is what I think about. So you need to go and see the movie to understand what I am saying. And I guarantee you're going to go to step number 3, where you're going to go, that might be what Lou was talking about. And this is 1956. This is 70 years ago this movie was made, and it's incredible. It's an incredible movie. All of it. The special effects. You would think, and I'm not joking about it, this is 1956, okay? 1956, nuclear men from the X-ray rockets from Mars, right? All those B movies. This ain't that.
Yeah, like a Svengoolie movie.
Right, but this ain't that. You would think that Forbidden Planet was made last week. The special effects are top notch. And the editing, the story, from beginning to end, it's an incredible film. Incredible film. So, Forbidden Planet, Zach, that's your mission tonight. That's your homework. Go and watch that. Okay. You're gonna see everything in the storyline that I'm referring to here, and then I want you to call me back next Thursday. Go, Jimmy. This is Zach from Portland, and I watched Forbidden Planet. Thank you. That's all you got to do. Do that next Thursday.
I can do that. Can I ask you one more quick question?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, I'll make it quick. Why? Okay, so if the time traveler theory is true, and there are two types of groups. There's one that looks like us in the not so distant future. This is the theory that I've heard on Twitter, UFO, etc. Mm-hmm. And then there's another group that is very far into the future and is coming back and is trying to potentially try to make sure there is some sort of cataclysm or whatever happens so that they exist. Mm-hmm. Why do they look so ugly? Like, why don't they? Okay, so like, say we blow up the world in a nuclear attack, mm-hmm. or say Planet X shows up, or mm-hmm. whatever happens. Mm-hmm. You know, like say some big crazy thing happens, it's all going to subside. You know, so like, why wouldn't they find like whatever? You know, like why wouldn't they head to Malibu Beach and then just like be really tan and cool looking and. You know, like why are they ugly and pasty and like four fingers and stuff? Like, could they not come back to Earth?
Yeah.
Like, did something stop them?
Yeah, Zach. I love all of this, but remember one thing. Okay, that's just people's imagination. Nobody knows. Yeah. Nobody.
I know.
Nobody knows. Nobody. Right, now, listen to everybody. Listen to everybody. But nobody really knows. And I've said this publicly many, many times. And this includes Lou Elizondo or anybody else that you can think. If you know somebody's name, right? If you know somebody's name, they don't know what they're talking about. There is nobody out there that has been in contact with a flying saucer, right? Some alien craft, mm-hmm. has seen alien beings or communicated with alien beings or seen the real videotape or you know, that person you don't know. That person is not talking in public. I guarantee it. So what does that leave you with? Everybody else, right? I'm
I've been going to mediums. I've been trying the medium approach and seeing if I can like connect with somebody that's not human. That's my only guess, man. It's just
now that's a possibility, Zach. That right there is a possibility. You know, I've often mm-hmm. thought about that. Seriously, somebody posting, or you know, popping up a video on YouTube. Or posting on Medium, or writing an article or a blog. What if E.T. was really doing that? You don't know. You can't see them.
I'm saying that, you know, like I've been going to mediums. Like I've been going to like
mediums.
And yeah. I'm trying to like tap into something real, you know, instead of just like getting, you know, because I really admire Lou Elizondo and a lot of other people. But ultimately, you know, like you said, we don't know if they know what they're talking about.
No, he's chasing it. He's trying to get the information out of the government, and he's chasing it and pushing it forward. And you got to commend him for that, man. It's pretty crazy. Hey, Zach, you're my last call of the night, man. Congratulations. Have a good night and enjoy the rest of your weekend. It. You got it, man. Call me anytime.
All right, have a good night.
You too. It's time to fade to black. Thank you, Zach. Zach from Portland. That's a great phone call. It's a great way to end this night. Fade to black. Everybody that was on hold, I apologize. It's just the way it goes. It's the way it goes. Great night on the show. Happy holidays, everybody. I'm in a great mood. I'm going to go finish up Lost in Space. I'm 6 episodes in. I got 2 left. Yeah, man, and it's good. Fade to Black is produced by Hill J. Palm, Renee, Dennis, and Kevin. Announcers are Steve Harder, Gene Vito, and Mark D. Kovar. Webmaster is Drew the Geek. Music, Doug Aldrich. Intro, Spaceboy. SpaceboyMusic.com. Fade to Black is produced by KJCR for the Game Changer Network. This broadcast only copyrighted 2021 by Fade to Black and the Game Changer Network, Inc. It cannot be rebroadcast, downloaded, copied, or used anywhere in the known universe without written permission from Fade to Black and the Game Changer Network. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. Have a great, safe, fun, amazing weekend. See you right here on Monday. Until then, be safe. It's time to fade to black.